Chapter 26. After hearing this, the two people had a look of disbelief on their faces. People from the Dongfang family actually showed up directly at the Ye family. Don't doubt it, the Ye family, our Dongfang family has not taken it seriously yet. After the figure finished speaking, it disappeared. Zhou Yi looked at the things in the ring, his expression changed, and there was even a hint of fear. Brother, what's wrong? Scorching sun crystal. After hearing this, Zhou Ping's breathing also slowed down. How many? A mountain. Gurgle. Zhou Ping swallowed. A fist-sized piece of fiery sun crystal is powerful enough to kill a strong man from the human sovereign realm. There is a mountain here. Haha, what a big deal. The fiery sun crystal is hard to find, but they actually brought a whole mountain of it. Is this the Dongfang family? The Ye family will disappear completely this time. On the next day, an angry voice sounded above the Ye family. Ye Yang, come out here. The sound was so loud that it woke up countless members of the Ye family. Ye Wenchen appeared and his expression changed after sensing the presence of the person coming. I wonder why Patriarch Zhao came here. Your Ye family actually sent a strong man to kill my son. Do you want to give me an explanation for the Zhao family? When Ye Wenchen heard what Zhao Mo said, his expression changed. Please come into the hall, Patriarch Zhao. There must be a misunderstanding. Zhao Mo snorted coldly, then walked in. There were two people following behind Zhao Mo, and they stared at Ye Wenchen unkindly. Ye Wenchen and the others naturally knew. As everyone sat down, Zhao Mo looked at Ye Wenchen. I don't know, master. It was badly damaged. Ye Wenchen secretly breathed a sigh of relief. As long as he was not dead, it would be fine. It was probably just a minor injury. However, now that the patriarch of the Zhao family was here, the situation was different. A minor injury could also mean a serious injury. Patriarch Zhao, our Ye family did send someone out, but the person they were hunting down was someone else, I wonder. That's Inyako's good friend. Ye Wenchen's face darkened, knowing that things were going to be troublesome. Then a message was quietly spread. After seeing this, Zhao Mo ignored it. He knew that the Ye family was related to the Feng family. So they just have to compensate, and the other two people have to pay the price. Patriarch Zhao, you have worked hard on the journey. This is Qing Dao tea. The three fellow Daoists can have a taste. Zhao Mo nodded. But at this moment, two figures broke in. There was dissatisfaction in Ye Wenchen's eyes, but he quickly hid it. Zhou Yi came to the hall and looked at Ye Wenchen. Ye Wenchen, you are indeed a despicable villain. You actually let people hunt down the descendants of my Zhou family. Ye Wenchen's face also darkened. If he didn't handle the situation properly, there would be big trouble. Ye Wenchen began to notify the ancestral land. Then everyone in the hall looked changed. Zhou Yi suddenly ran to Zhao Mo immediately afterwards. A burst of fire appeared into the sky. Dongfang family, in a castle in the air. Dongfang Wudao put his hands behind his back and looked into the distance. After seeing the flames rising into the sky in the distance, a curve appeared at the corner of Dongfang Wudao's mouth. Then a piece of paper appeared in Dongfang Wudao's hand. It was the letter from the Yuan family to Dongfang Baikan. The paper spontaneously combusted without wind. Go tell Yuan Lingyun of the Yuan family. After the Feng family arrived at the Ye family, the Zhao family patriarch died. Your Honor, divine child. Dongfang Wudao pondered the information from the investigation. Zhou Xian and Zhao Jiangqi got together. What's interesting is that Yang Qi is the saint child of the Heavenly Sword Sacred Land in the creation realm, but the Heavenly Sword Sacred Land is a little weaker than the Yuan family. The Yuan family has two daughters, a brainless eldest daughter and an illegitimate daughter who is bullied by the eldest daughter every day. Yuan Lingyun likes Yang Qi, even though he is not tactful. After he comes to the Yuan family, he is also very kind to the illegitimate daughter Yuan Qianqian. He has never given Yuan Lingyun a good look. Then he sent out strong men to hunt down Yang Qi, and the result was obvious. Dongfang Wudao thinks that Yang Qi is the son of fortune, and there is also Zhou Xian. Wow, there are at least two sons of fortune among three people. This young lady is really amazing. But being able to write a letter to the Dongfang family suddenly made me smarter. He was also betting that the Dongfang family would rescue him and then help her. It's quite interesting. It looks like there's another person who has been reborn or has transmigrated. This world is becoming more and more interesting. At this time, at the Ye family, Feng Xiao and the strong men of the Feng family arrived. When they saw the flames rising into the sky, they couldn't help but feel their scalp tingling. At this time, they also thought of something. The patriarch of Zhao family was in the Ye family, and now the patriarch of Zhao family is dead. Ahem! A coughing sound was heard. A figure crawled out from the ruins. After seeing that Ye Wenchen was not dead, the people from the Feng family left without looking back. They knew that their Feng family was being plotted against. The Ye family only lost some halls and some people died, but now the patriarch of the Shenyang Zhao family is dead. Feng Xiaoxio's face was gloomy and ugly. He walked up to Ye Wenchen and helped him up. "Father, what happened?" Zhou Yi discovered that we sent people to hunt down their descendants, and then he blew himself up. When he blew himself up, he dragged the patriarch of the Zhao family with him, and he also had other things on him. All the people from the Zhao family were killed in the explosion. The Ye family also lost 3 ancestors. After Feng Xiaoxiao heard this, he suddenly felt dizzy. "No, I want to take Xiener back to the Feng family." Feng Xiaoxiao left after he finished speaking. The Ye family had lost 3 ancestors. It was conceivable that when facing the Shenyang Zhao family, the ending was already doomed. The Shenyang Zhao family has a strong man in the supreme realm. Although he is only in the initial stage, every strong man of that level has profound foundation. The destruction of the Ye family is a foregone conclusion. When Ye Wenchen heard that Feng Xiaoxiao was going to take Ye Qingxian away, he did not stop him. He even hoped that Feng Xiaoxiao could take more members of the Ye family away. But he knew Feng Xiaoxio's character and wouldn't do that. 2 more old men walked out of the Ye family's ancestral land, with gloomy and ugly expressions. Xiao Xiao took the girl Xiener away and took her away directly from the forbidden area. "I heard from Patriarch Zhao that Zhou Xian is in their Zhao family. Publicize this matter. Even if our Ye family dies, we will not let Zhou Xian have an easy life." And Zhou Xian was able to escape from under the eyes of the Dongfang family. Maybe he had other means. Maybe Zhou Xian will be able to give everyone a surprise in the future. Or will it bring trouble to the Zhao family? Now that the Zhao family patriarch is dead, there should be many people who want to take the position of patriarch. While the chaos is starting, let's let some of the Ye family's qualified descendants hide. After hearing Ye Wenchen's words, the 2 ancestors of the Ye family also understood that this was the best arrangement. Right after they got their cards, 3 figures suddenly appeared in the void. There was horror in the eyes of the Ye family's ancestor. "Supreme power. Now that your message has been delivered, we are here to give you a ride." After saying this, the 3 powerful men took action directly, and all the living people in the Ye family disappeared without a trace. After doing all this, the 3 strong men disappeared. Wudao, the matter has been resolved. Chapter 27. After hearing the voice transmission, Dongfang Wudao stood up and walked outside. The secret guard appeared. "Divine child, the message has been passed on. The explosion was caused by the Zhou family's ancestor. It's time to release the man in prison. You secret guards will control him and have him tell Zhou Xian exactly what happened." "Your honor, divine child." After seeing the secret guard disappear, Dongfang Wudao looked into the distance. Regardless of whether it was done by the Zhou family or not, once the Zhao family got the news, Zhou Xian could no longer stay in the Zhao family. "The ghost hiding behind you has not appeared yet, and its power has not been revealed yet, but it will be revealed this time. The Feng family is chasing you, and the Zhao family is also chasing you. Where can you go to seek your protection?" But there is still a Yang Qi at the moment, and he has no time to take care of him because of what happened in the Zhao family. The clan leader is dead, and there are many people competing for the position of clan leader. The Zhao family will be in turmoil for a while. However, the man named Zhaoju is a smart man. He should be able to come up with a way to quickly settle down the Zhao family. However, the Ye family was destroyed, and the Feng family took Ye Qingxian away. The Feng family is now suspected even though they were not, and the Zhao family should bear a grudge against them. The Yuan family of the creation world. There was a person standing next to Yuan Lingyun. "I understand. You can go down." After this person left, Yuan Lingyun breathed a sigh of relief. She knew she couldn't let her guard down now. The patriarch of the Zhao family died, and the Dongfang family acted so quickly. It seems that I have done a good job. At least now the Zhao family has no time to take care of other things and it will be turbulent for a while. The current trouble is to deal with Yang Qi. After all, Zhaoju had been injured, unless the Zhao family no longer cared about Zhaoju. But although Zhaoju is not the son of fortune, he has terrifying qualifications and is deeply loved by the ancestor of the Zhao family. Alas, the original owner is really a fool. The Zhao family in Shenyang realm at this time. After Zhao Mo died, the Zhao family was in a sensation. The ancestor of the Zhao family came out in person. There was no other way, so Zhaoju had to invite him out. Who made the ancestor love Zhaoju? And Zhaoju is also the most talented young person in Zhao family. At such a young age, he has already reached the pinnacle of the divine palace realm. After the ancestor of the Zhao family appeared, he looked around at the people in the hall. The patriarch of my Zhao family died. He died in the Ye family. Now the people of the Ye family are also dead. There is another Ye Qingxian in the Ye family who was brought back to the Feng family by Feng Xiaoxiao. The Feng family is powerful, and we, the Zhao family, cannot offend them easily. This matter needs to be done slowly, but we need to elect a clan leader. The people in the Zhao family have different thoughts and their eyes are rolling around. I wonder what they are thinking? Zhao Tian, you should continue to work hard for a while and continue to be the head of the family. After hearing the old ancestor's words, everyone sighed, and they understood after they saw the old ancestor come out. Who is Zhao Tian? He is Zhaoju's grandfather, Zhao Mo's father, and the previous head of the family. Later he went into seclusion and gave way to Zhao Mo Xiaoju. I'm leaving first. The ancestor left and Zhao Tian came up. Okay everyone, we are all family, and this is all for the good of the Zhao family. If the fight for the position of clan leader causes the Zhao family to fall into chaos and its strength declines, this is something you all don't want to see. After hearing this, the people of Zhao family thought so too. The Ye family has been destroyed, but you also heard a piece of news. This incident is related to the Zhou family. A descendant of the Zhou family is in our Zhao family. Zhaoju's face darkened after hearing this. Grandpa, I saw with my own eyes the people from the Ye family chasing after brother Xian. And the news came that most of the Ye family members were killed. It must have been the Feng family's doing. I know, but Zhao family received something today. After Zhao Tian finished speaking, he took out a photo stone. After seeing the scene inside, Zhaoju stood there in a daze. When he reacted, murderous intent burst out. Zhou Xian, FKU, if I don't kill you, I'm not Zhaoju. In the side hall of Zhao family, Zhou Xian was thinking about what happened this time. Xian, I will take you away now. Although it's just a rumor, I don't believe they don't have a backup plan. Teacher, you are worrying too much. Brother Zhaoju and brother Yang Qi are both observing minutiae with clarity. We must be on guard. If there really is a plan against you, it will be too late to run away. If we leave now, we can explain it clearly after investigation. But master, if I leave now, won't it make me more suspicious? Idiot, you've only known them for a few days, so you should be on guard against them. Besides, Zhaoju's father is dead. The hatred for killing his father is irreconcilable. Don't you understand? After saying this and without Zhou Xian's consent, a mysterious rune appeared, and then Zhou Xian disappeared into the side hall. Not long after Zhou Xian left, Yang Qi and Zhaoju appeared together. The two men looked at the side hall which was empty. FK, let him run away. There was hatred in Zhaoju's eyes. Yang Qi patted Zhaoju's shoulder. Brother, don't think too much. Your uncle in heaven wouldn't want to see you like this. Practice hard, and don't forget the Feng family. Uncle Zhao's death must be related to them. Why did the Ye family members die after the news was passed on? And the people of the Ye family died, so why was Feng Xiaoxiao able to take Ye Qingxian away? Zhaoju came back to his senses from his hatred, took a deep breath, and exhaled slowly. Thank you, Yang Qi. We are brothers. Your business is my business. Why are you being so polite to me? It looks like you are trying to draw a line between you and me now. After hearing Yang Qi words, Zhaoju's sadness was slightly alleviated. Zhaoju, you have a big family and a lot of good wine, right? I'm here at your house, you won't be stingy, right? Zhaoju said nothing and patted Yang Qi on the shoulder. As brothers, there are some things that need no further explanation. In a dense forest in the world of creation, a figure appeared in it, moving at an extremely fast speed. At the same time, there were two figures following him, wearing bamboo hats and their faces could not be seen clearly. After coming out of the dense forest, Shen King Kaihu felt the air outside and finally breathed a sigh of relief. Then the two people wearing hats were taken back into the system space. Two saints, really good. His strength has also surpassed the Divine Sea late stage. I'm a little uncomfortable not seeing the specimen of Dongfang Wudao for a while. Shen King Kaihu murmured. My dear, you won't fall in love with Dongfang Wudao. Who wouldn't love this? If it were in the real world and made into a specimen, it would definitely sell for a lot of money. No, he can't be stuffed. Let him be the duck and I'll be the boss lady. We'll definitely make money by quacking. Just as Shen King Kaihu was thinking about things, two figures approached. When Yang Qi and Zhao Ju saw Shen King Kaihu, they were both stunned for a moment. She was wearing a lavender dress, with picturesque features, natural jade-like appearance, and a playful look in her eyes. Chapter 28. The two men had never seen such a woman before. Shen King Kaihu frowned when he saw the two people opposite him looking at him. The two people regained their composure. I am Yang Qi. My name is Zhao Ju. I've seen the girl. After Shen King Kaihu heard the two names, his face remained expressionless, but his heart was shaken. Dongfang Wudao, Dongfang Wudao, you can see your enemies everywhere. Now these two people are not going to the Owen family to ask for punishment, right? Shen King Kaihu came back to his senses and looked at the two people. My two lords, what is this place? After hearing Shen King Kaihu's words, the two looked at each other and saw the surprise in each other's eyes. However, seeing that Shen King Kaihu had an elegant temperament and did not look like an ordinary person, she could not be a noble lady who had secretly escaped from a large family. Girl, this is the world of creation. The creation realm? Did it run to such a remote place? Shen King Kaihu murmured. After hearing this, the two of them secretly thought that it was indeed a noble lady who had sneaked out. Such things are not uncommon in Hongmeng Immortal Domain. I am not familiar with this place. Can I follow you? I ran away from the tribe in a hurry. I have no money and no place to live. The two of them looked at Shen King Kaihu's pitiful appearance and their hearts softened. In that case, you can follow us, young lady. Please forgive us if we fail to take good care of you. When Shen King Kaihu saw the two people agreed, an excited expression appeared on his face. In my heart, what is a noble lady like when she escapes from a family? Let me think about it. Wow, what a beautiful maple forest. Shen King Kaihu chattered all the way, as if he had never seen these things before. These stones are beautiful, too. Wow, whose skull is this? It's really beautiful. Zhaoju, Yang Qi. System. May I ask the girl's name? Shen King Kaihu. After hearing this name, Zhaoju began to think. I have never heard of the Shen family being anywhere, but the Hongmeng Immortal Domain is so vast that maybe my knowledge is limited. Just now they noticed that when talking about the world of creation, Shen King Kaihu said it was remote. Yang Qi stepped forward. Miss Shen, I just heard you say that the creation realm is remote. Yes, if one domain cannot add up to 5 supreme realms, what else can it be but remote? Shen King Kaihu said seriously. May I ask where your home is? Why are you asking these questions? You won't tell my family, right? I tried so hard to escape from my family, but I don't want to go home. After hearing what Shen King Kaihu said, the two understood that Shen King Kaihu was able to escape because the family turned a blind eye. This life is a golden age. Girl, you are quite curious about these things. Yang Qi looked at Shen King Kaihu and asked, as he was curious about these things. Even children from wealthy families should have seen these things. No, I used to practice in the long river of spirit Qi, which was very boring. When the two heard this, their eyes almost turned into lemons. Seeing that you two are just in the Divine Palace realm, you have quite a bit of strength. The two were not shocked when they heard Shen King Kaihu reveal their strength in one sentence. But Shen King Kaihu said something good, which shocked them. Young lady, you have seen the younger generation. How strong is the strongest one? This one? I know someone. He's much better looking than you guys, and a very bad guy. I guess he should be at the divine transformation level now. Even if he's not, he's almost there. But that guy should be younger than you, and he's quite evil. The two of them gasped, but they felt relieved when they thought that those people were disciples of transcendent level clans. One day, we will stand at the top of this world. Shen King Kaihu looked at the two people in surprise. It seemed that in the plot, both of them were sacrificed by Dongfang Wudao. However, the person who can allow Dongfang Wudao to perform the ritual is indeed standing at the top of the world. Well, good luck to you then. Yang Qi was a little disappointed. Zhao Ju glanced at Yang Qi. Yang Qi behavior today was a bit strange. Then he pulled Yang Qi aside. Brother Yang Qi, you are not going to fall in love with this Miss Shen, are you? Yang Qi also started to panic. Brother Zhaoju, don't think too much. I'm just curious about those monsters she was talking about. I really want to compete with them. Yang Qi felt a sense of pride. Zhaoju breathed a sigh of relief. Brother Yang Qi, let me tell you, these big families have a strong sense of family background. Those forces standing at the top of the immortal domain have seen too many evildoers. A demon that has not grown up is just a demon. It cannot change their opinion. Even if you achieve the supreme realm, those big clans also have it, so don't think too much. After hearing what Zhaoju said, Yang Qi disagreed in his heart, but nodded in agreement on the surface. After seeing Yang Qi performance, Zhaoju knew that his persuasion was useless. After all, Yang Qi rose from humble beginnings, and although he is now a sacred land saint child, to put it bluntly, he cannot stand up to those big families. Even a sacred land is not up to par. Yang Qi is not a reckless person. Forget it, he is my brother after all, I will help him if I can. Yang Qi had a good chat with Shen King Kaihu all the way. By the way, where are you going? To take care of some personal matters. Miss Shen is so outstanding, there should be many men from wealthy families pursuing her, right? Zhaoju's heart tightened. Brother Yang Qi, don't you like Yuan Qian? Why do you like another girl now? However, after seeing Shen King Kaihu's appearance, he was also moved, but he did not have that confidence. He knew that he and the family behind him were not worthy. I really don't know where brother Yang Qi gets his confidence from. Forget about those people, they are all idiots. After so many years of training, we have only reached the Divine Palace realm, but a few have broken through to the Divine Sea realm. Even if you fight against opponents of higher levels, you can only jump one level. You are such a loser. Yang Qi, a baba. Zhaoju, I didn't hear it. She definitely wasn't insulting me. I'm not worthy of being insulted by her. Yang Qi suppressed the throbbing in his heart, and his voice trembled a little. Then Miss Shen doesn't have anyone she likes. Shen King Kaihu thought about it seriously. There is one, but that guy probably doesn't like me. That guy is a monster both in mind and in methods. He has a high status. From what I know, he is in the Divine Sea realm and can fight against opponents of the Grand Void realm. Hiss. The two couldn't help but gasp. Above the Divine Sea is the Divine Realm, and above the Divine Realm is the Divine Transformation Realm. Above the Divine Transformation Realm is the Tegzu Realm. Also, I wonder if that guy has succeeded in cultivating a formation with one thought recently. Even if not, it will be soon. At this moment, the two people felt that Shen King Kaihu was talking about the heavenly book again. But seeing Shen King Kaihu's serious look, Yang Qi had a complicated expression. Zhaoju has given up. He can't do anything. Maybe he is just here to make up the numbers. Chapter 29. In the original text, Dongfang Wudao had almost mastered the art of forming a formation with just one thought at the bottom of the cliff of broken souls. Although the situation has changed now, Shen King Kaihu feels that Dongfang Wudao will still succeed in his cultivation. Shen King Kaihu glanced at Chen Qi casually. The original text records that this guy was with Yuan Qian. Now that he sees me and asks me those questions, he must feel a little dirty in his heart. Hurry up and work hard to find the secret realm that belongs to you. Although Shen King Kaihu knew where the secret realm was, he had no way to open it. Only Chen Qi can open it. If you can be liked by Miss Shen, any man will treat you as a treasure. Chen Qi joked. Including you. Shen King Kaihu looked at Chen Qi. Of course, but Miss Shen probably doesn't like me. You are quite clever. Chen Qi. You don't have the ability, background, or looks, so you are naturally not within my consideration. Chen Qi curled his fingers. By the way, do you have a goal? Shen King Kaihu asked again. Naturally achieved supreme, standing at the pinnacle of Hongmeng immortal domain. Shen King Kaihu shook his head and said nothing, with disappointment in his eyes. Come on, you better do your best. Chen Qi felt like Shen King Kaihu was hitting him on the head with a hammer. How long will it take for you to get there? Shen Qingkai changed the subject and changed the topic. Zhao Ju quickly took over the conversation. Almost there. It's the city ahead. Shen Qingkai began to appreciate the surrounding scenery again. Brother Yang Qi, what are you thinking about? Why can these people from the big clans trample on the dignity of other human beings at will? Zhao Ju sighed when he saw Yang Qi expression. Yang Qi, don't you think your performance is really unsatisfactory? What? Ask your own heart, what do you really need, a woman's attitude, or standing on the top of Hongmeng immortal domain? For example, in Heavenly Sword Sacred Land, as a saint child, would you care about a menial disciple? Yang Qi, unless you become the one who makes the rules, you can only follow the rules. All those who pursue Miss Shen are evildoers, otherwise they are just wishful thinking and would have been outdone by her suitors long ago. Even some of those great clans stand at the top of the Hongmeng immortal domain. Brother Yang Qi, what do you have? Although Miss Shen's words were unpleasant and hurt your self-esteem. But what she said might as well not be true, because others are born at the pinnacle of life and have seen too many top monsters. In their eyes, we are just good, so they still praise us. Yuan Lingyun alone is enough to make your scalp tingle. If you pursue Miss Shen, you will be overwhelmed by her suitors. Even if you randomly pick out a strong man from those families, you will not be able to deal with them. Think about your friends and family. Don't think your character is so noble. Zhao Ju patted Yang Qi on the shoulder. At this moment, Yang Qi's mind suddenly became clear. Then he closed his eyes, and opened them again, with a sense of calmness. Shen Qingkai walked in front and felt the scene behind. The corners of his mouth curved slightly. This guy Zhao Ju was worthy of being the think tank of Yang Qi forces later on. It's really rare to find someone so sober at such a young age. If it weren't for Yang Qi, this guy wouldn't have been sacrificed by Dongfang Wudao. That's not right. The Hongmeng immortal domain was massacred by Dongfang Wudao and there are only a few people left. After the three people arrived at a huge city, they saw the word Yuan carved in ancient sacred characters. Let's go to the Yuan family. This time, Yuan Lingyun must be punished no matter what. Zhao Ju said with a serious face. While they were talking, three figures walked out of the void. Meet the master. When Yang Qi saw the person coming, he bowed and saluted. Meet Senior Tianjian. Saint Child, you're welcome. Tianjian was naturally talking to Zhao Ju. I'm sorry to trouble Saint Child with my disciples' affairs this time. Yang Qi is my brother, and this is my responsibility. Senior Tianjian is too polite. If you have free time, you can come to Zhao family and have a seat. There was excitement in Tianjian's eyes. Then they looked at Shen Qingkai. After seeing Shen Qingkai in front of them, they showed horror in their eyes. Who is this one? This is Miss Shen. Zhao Ju didn't give much introduction. Meet Miss Shen. Hello, senior. Okay, you're welcome. Let's go to the Yuan family next. After that, a void passage appeared in front of them. They had already notified us when we were about to come to the Yuan family. The purpose is naturally to give the Yuan family some time to prepare. But at this time, the Yuan family also became nervous. After all, a big shot has come to their Yuan family. Patriarch Yuan looked at the person in front of him with awe. Yuan Lingyun looked at the person who came, with amazement in her eyes. He is indeed the most tragic and evil villain described in the book. His white hair falls naturally, with a cinnabar mole between his eyebrows. He is tall and slender, extremely handsome, and has the aura of a fairy. You're welcome, both of you. I came here today to thank Miss Yuan Lingyun. After hearing this, Patriarch Yuan saw disbelief in Yuan Lingyun's eyes. This daughter has always been arrogant and domineering. Can she still help the Dongfang family? Also, I heard that the Yuan family encountered some trouble, so I came to take a look. After hearing this, Yuan Chenji's heart beat faster. Thank you, sir. Father, go get ready first. Young Master Dongfang and I have something to talk about. After hearing this, Yuan Chenji did not show any anger and ran away. Thank you, Mr. Dongfang, for coming all the way to the Yuan family. I'm sorry to bother you with the previous matters. It's a small matter. I recently found out that the Shenyang Zhao family is going to cause trouble for you. I have nothing to do at home, so I came to bother you. Name, Yuan Lingyun. Identity, the eldest daughter of the Yuan family, the vicious female supporting role turned into the daughter of luck constitution, sacred body skill, Xianbing Emperor scripture, fragment, halo, luck halo strength, Jinggu late stage luck value, 1.5 million. After Dongfang Wudao saw Yuan Lingyun's message, he already had some guesses. However, it is not yet certain whether it is rebirth or transmigrate. But there is one thing I don't understand. Why did Miss Yuan know that I had a problem? Mr. Dongfang, everyone has their own secrets, right? Yes, it is indeed unreasonable and abrupt. I hope you will forgive me, young lady. Yuan Lingyun looked at Dongfang Wudao. What an elegant villain, so good looking, but I wonder if he will turn evil later. Just as the two were discussing things, a guard came running over. Miss, Master Zhao of Shenyang, Master Tianjian and Master Yang Qi are all here. Now the master wants the young lady to go over. Yuan Lingyun looked at Dongfang Wudao. I wonder if Mr. Dongfang is interested in going with me to watch the fun. Can. Chapter 30. In the Yuan family hall. At this time, the person sitting at the top became a young man, and this person was naturally Zhaoju. There is no way, this guy has the highest status. Shen King Kai came here to watch the fun, so naturally he wouldn't try to attract attention. Chief Yuan, the eldest daughter of your Yuan family is quite arrogant. Why hasn't she come here in such a long time? Yuan Chenji wanted to refute, but then he thought, he didn't know how much help his daughter could provide to the Dongfang family. What if it was just a small favor? Therefore, he couldn't offend the Zhao family. Besides, the Shenyang Zhao family is not simple. Please forgive me, Mr. Zhao. Zhaoju snorted coldly and said nothing more. The Yuan family is not weak either, so there is no need to offend them too much. Just resolve the issue. Just at this moment, two figures walked out. Shen King Kai took a look, and after seeing the figure walking in front, a look of surprise appeared on his face. Yang Qi naturally noticed Shen King Kai's mood and looked outside. When they saw the person coming, they all showed shocked expressions. The visitor had an extraordinary demeanor, as if an immortal monarch had descended upon the earth. Compared to this person, they feel like they are just unsophisticated people. Following behind was a woman in a green gauze dress and an agate tassel headdress. His eyes were calm and gentle. Shen King Kai was no longer calm at this moment. The two of them were completely unrelated. After Dongfang Wudao came in, he naturally saw Shen King Kai. Shen King Kai showed an embarrassed look on his face, and then blinked. Yuan Lingyun, who was standing behind, saw all of this but did not speak in a hurry. Dongfang Wudao walked to a place not far from Shen King Kai and stopped. Does your family know you're out? Shen King Kai secretly breathed a sigh of relief after hearing this. Dongfang Wudao was still so smart. He just gave a hint and Dongfang Wudao understood what I meant. It is indeed the perfect specimen that I like. After hearing Dongfang Wudao's words, they looked at Shen King Kai in shock. When Yang Qi saw Dongfang Wudao, for some reason, he felt disgusted in his heart, and he didn't know why he felt that way. Name, Yang Qi Heavenly Sword Sacred Land Saint Child Son of Fortune Physique, Innate Sword Body Skill, Holy Sword Technique, Beginning of Heavenly Sword Technique, Halo, Luck Halo Strength, Middle Stage of the Divine Palace Luck Value, 900,000. Dongfang Wudao ignored Yang Qi. Shen King Kai walked up to Wudao and pulled Dongfang Wudao's sleeve. Brother Wudao, please don't tell them. I finally got out of here. Dongfang Wudao nodded. Zhaoju, who was originally sitting in the upper seat, hurried down. Although he didn't know Dongfang Wudao, Shen King Kai and Dongfang Wudao knew each other. And seeing the emotions revealed by Shen King Kai, it was obvious that he liked Dongfang Wudao a little. By the way, why are you here? Shen King Kai asked curiously. She wrote a letter to the Dongfang family, telling them about the Cliff of Broken Souls. After Shen King Kai heard Dongfang Wudao's words, he became defensive. Few people know about the Cliff of Broken Souls unless they are told. Obviously this just happened, so the identity of this woman is a bit suspicious. It all depends on how she performs next. Shen King Kai reacted while his mind was racing. I see, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Dongfang Wudao sat down near Shen King Kai. Because of Dongfang Wudao's sudden arrival, the atmosphere in the hall suddenly became tense. Mr. Zhao, my daughter is here. Just tell me what you want to say. Yuan Lingyun, I don't know why you sent strong men to hunt me down. When Yuan Chenji heard the news, he almost vomited blood. Yuan Lingyun withdrew her gaze. Where's the evidence? Yang Qi stood up. Yuan Lingyun, how long are you going to keep pretending? I told you, I had no interest in you before, why did you take things to such an extreme? Why did you send 2 saints to hunt me down? Have I, Yang Qi, ever offended you? Yuan Lingyun said nothing and looked at Yang Qi coldly. The reason why the original owner knew Yang Qi was because of Yuan Qianqian. This younger sister did not fight or compete. After returning to the Yuan family, she became more and more favored by the family. She was knowledgeable, good at business, and much smarter than Yuan Lingyun. Yuan Lingyun naturally couldn't stand it and felt that her family's love for her was being divided. After knowing that Chen Qi and Yuan Qianqian were very close, she started on the road to death. The reason why Yuan Lingyun is so domineering is because of Yuan Lingyun's mother. Rather than saying that the Yuan family loves Yuan Lingyun, it would be more accurate to say that they are trying to please her mother. Yuan Lingyun, do you have nothing to say? Excuse me, Master Yang, Master Zhao. If I was hunting you down, why would I let you know? How can you be sure that it was me who sent them? Yuan Lingyun, you are really hopeless. Zhao Ju looked unhappy, and Yang Qi looked unhappy as well. Then a letter appeared in Yang Qi's hand. Since Yang Qi doesn't know what's good for him, you guys should kill him. What I can't get, Yuan Qianqian won't get either. Everyone in the hall was a cultivator, so they naturally saw the words above. Especially the people of the Yuan family, they naturally recognized that it was Yuan Lingyun's handwriting. Everyone's eyes were on Yuan Lingyun. Mr. Yang, let me ask you something. What do I need you to do? After hearing Yuan Lingyun's words, Yang Qi was stunned. Zhao Ju was also stunned. Besides, aren't we dealing with Mr. Zhao's affairs today? What does it have to do with you, Yang Qi? Besides, I'm just hunting you down, so what if Heavenly Sword Sacred Land finds out? Yang Qi stammered, not knowing how to start. Shen King Kaiu saw all of this. Dongfang Wudao was even more indifferent. Zhao Ju didn't say anything and glanced at Yuan Lingyun. Didn't they say that this woman had no brains? Why are my teeth sharp and my mind clear today? Could it be because of this mysterious young man? Zhao Ju thought about it for a while. It seems that we got things wrong and let Miss Yuan be humiliated. This is a small apology from me. I hope Miss Lingyun will forgive me. When Yang Qi heard what Zhao Ju said, there was a look of disbelief in his eyes. He turned his head and looked at Zhao Ju, as if asking why. Yang Qi was about to continue speaking, but Zhao Ju pulled Yang Qi, shook his head at him, and then winked at him. Yang Qi could only suppress the anger in his heart. That's fine, as long as it's just a misunderstanding. Yuan Lingyun said with a smile, looking at Zhao Ju seriously. This guy knew when to advance and retreat, and he was worthy of becoming the military strategist of Yang Qi forces. And he found that Dongfang Wudao was also looking at Zhao Ju. After taking a look, Dongfang Wudao shifted his gaze. It seems that Zhao Ju suspected that Yuan Lingyun had received his guidance. Now that the misunderstanding between Mr. Zhao and I has been resolved, we can't just leave it unclear. I have found out some things. I found that there are a lot more bad people around me. So, let's get rid of these bad guys today. Chapter 31. After Yuan Lingyun spoke, Zhao Ju's heart sank and he had a bad feeling. Just now he stopped Yang Qi from speaking because he was afraid of involving Yuan Qianqian. Yang Qi had told me about Yuan Qianqian before. If Yang Qi had questioned her just now, Yuan Qianqian would definitely have been involved in the end. The moment he saw Dongfang Wudao appear, he winked at Yang Qi. But he still didn't stop Yang Qi from taking out the letter. The letter seems insignificant, but it involves a name, Yuan Qianqian. Yang Qi finally reacted and understood what was going on instantly. His palms were sweating at this moment. Fine beads of cold sweat appeared on his forehead. At this moment, even if Yuan Lingyun killed Yuan Qianqian, the Yuan family would not say anything. Unless Yuan Qianqian can come up with something that the Yuan family values. Come here, bring my housekeeper and my maid Xiaohong here. Of course, there is also my dear sister, Yuan Qianqian, please bring her here as well. Shen King Kaiu's eyes were constantly thinking. Is this Yuan Lingyun reborn or is she also transmigrated? Rebirth is rebirth in the future. Knowing the direction of things, it is natural to do these things. If he wants to transmigrate, he can transmigrate to the vicious female supporting role, make a change against the will of heaven, know the cause and effect, and then use Dongfang Wudao to complete his own layout. As long as Dongfang Wudao is in this place, Shenyang Zhao family will not be able to jump around. The original text previously stated that this was a vicious woman with no brains but only temper. At this time, be calm, smart, wise and decisive. Transmigrate is more likely to change the direction of the plot. After a while, several people appeared in the hall. Housekeeper Yuan Yu, Xiao Hong, Yuan Qian. My dear sister, don't you have anything to say? Yuan Qian looked weak, with tears in her eyes. The scars on his arms were revealed inadvertently, and the bruises at the corners of his mouth had not yet disappeared. I don't know what my sister means. After seeing this scene, Yuan Chenji frowned. Ling Yun, Qian is your sister after all. Yuan Ling Yun ignored Yuan Chenji. If Yuan Chenji hadn't been unable to control the things below, such a thing would never have happened. My dear elders, I'm sure you are curious about why I like to cause trouble for her. The elders in the hall looked unhappy. It was originally a family matter, but now with outsiders present, they felt embarrassed. But the status of these people is higher than each other. My butler and personal maid have all turned against me. After hearing this, the elders of the Yuan family looked in disbelief. Even Yuan Chenji looked surprised. Chen Qi's eyes were dull. Zhao Ju looked at him with scrutiny. I have already guessed a result, even if these mysterious young masters are not here today. Yuan Ling Yun was able to escape unscathed. Could it be that she was really misunderstood? Yuan Qian, my dear sister, I wonder how you did it. The housekeeper became flustered and Xiao Hong hurriedly explained. Yuan Ling Yun ignored them and kept looking at Yuan Qian. Yuan Qian raised her head. I don't know what my sister means. Yet. At this moment, a figure appeared behind Yuan Ling Yun. He took out a photo stone from his hand. In the picture, this is exactly what Yuan Qian arranged for them to do. The people of the Yuan family in the hall all had expressions of disbelief on their faces, and they were looking at Yuan Qian seriously. Yang Qi finally reacted. Yuan Qian, are you still going to pretend? Also, why don't you show your strength? Yuan Qian raised her head, the tenderness in her eyes disappeared, and turned cold. At the same time, the strength of a mid-stage divine palace was revealed. Only a few people in the hall were indifferent, while everyone else was stunned. At this moment, even Yang Qi and Zhao Ju were stunned. Sister, I didn't expect you to find out. When did someone as stupid as you become so smart? Yuan Ling Yun's mouth curled up. At this time, a lot of things appeared in the hands of Yuan Ling Yun's guardian. Miss, this is the words you wrote before, and then found it where she lived. There are also many characters that are copied and imitated. As pieces of paper appeared one after another, Yuan Qian was stunned. She was sure that she did not do this. I wonder how the clan leader will deal with it. Father, you have to believe me. I didn't do it. She wronged me. I didn't do it. At this time, Yuan Qian also became flustered. Yuan Chenji looked unhappy. The elder of the Yuan family looked thoughtful. Regardless of whether it was Yuan Qian who did it, they saw more. Yuan Qian is scheming and able to endure. As for Yuan Ling Yun, they certainly knew that she had a bad temper, was prone to trouble and was arrogant. Especially after Yuan Qian showed the realm of the middle stage of the Divine Palace, they saw hope. Who would complain about having too many evildoers in the tribe? Unlike Yuan Ling Yun, who only knew how to take drugs, and with the help of elixirs, he has only reached the initial stage of the divine platform. Zhao Ju didn't say anything. At this moment, even he didn't understand who was chasing Chen Qi. Now both of them were incomprehensible to him. Clan leader, although Qian did something wrong, it is understandable. Young people are bound to make mistakes, and we must always give them the opportunity to correct them. Yes, clan leader, Qian is also your daughter, and the second young lady of my Yuan family. Yuan Chenji secretly breathed a sigh of relief when he heard the elder's words. Ling Yun, Qian is your sister after all. She has done things wrong, and you have done things wrong too. You two should get along well with each other in the future. Do you think this is feasible? Yuan Ling Yun looked at the people of the Yuan family. I told you before that I suspected she was dishonest. Do you believe me? Later, when I got in trouble with her, I also said that she might have planted someone around me. Although I didn't like her before, there were some outrageous things, but later it was all because of you. That's right, she is from the Divine Palace realm, she is patient and scheming, I understand how you feel. After today, I, Yuan Qian, will withdraw from the Yuan family. From now on, I will be Mu Lingyun. Yuan Chenji and the elders of the family were stunned for a moment. Lingyun, what nonsense are you talking about? Yuan Chenji, you are not qualified to talk about my daughter. A voice was heard from the void, and then a woman in a palace dress appeared. After appearing, he slapped Yuan Chenji in the face. After today, my daughter will have nothing to do with your Yuan family. You, the Yuan family, can take care of this little BCH. I want to see what level your Yuan family will develop to in the future. Mu Yu walked in front of Dongfang Wudao, bent her body slightly and bowed. Thank you divine child for informing me, otherwise my daughter would have been wronged. I will bring my daughter to visit you to express my gratitude someday. Senior Mu, you are too polite. Mu Lingyun's eyes were filled with disbelief. She had not originally told her mother that she could just use this incident to withdraw from the Yuan family. But Dongfang Wudao had already anticipated this. What a horrible mind! Chapter 32. The other people in the hall looked at Dongfang Wudao and thought that today's event was planned by him. Shen Qingkai, who sat next to Dongfang Wudao and said nothing. She had anticipated the situation just now. Unexpectedly, Dongfang Wudao had already anticipated it. Just now she saw the surprise in Mu Lingyun's eyes. It seemed that even she didn't know that Dongfang Wudao had informed her mother. Thank you divine child for today. When Mu Lingyun heard that her mother's name was Dongfang Wudao divine child, she had some guesses in her mind. It seems that the Dongfang family has found Dongfang Wudao, just in time for the Dongfang family's divine child selection. I wonder if Dongfang Wudao will turn evil in the future? Divine child, I'm taking my little girl away first. Mu Lingyun glanced at Zhaoju. Mr. Zhao, I advise you not to get too close to certain people. After all, someone and someone else have always been very close, and they are lovers. And someone around you sees women who can't walk, and falls in love with every woman he meets. Sooner or later, he will drag your Zhao family into this. Also, I wasn't the one who hunted you down. My mother is from the Mu family of the Snow Ice realm. After Zhaoju heard this, horror appeared in his eyes. Because the Mu family in the Snow Ice realm is stronger than their Zhao family. After Shen Qingkai saw this scene, he pondered for a moment. After all, it was she who hunted down Yang Qi. This last tactic of sowing discord is really good. This is an attempt to sow discord. Could it be that she wants to pull Zhaoju to her side? Chen Qi's face looked grim and his fingers were clenched. When Mu Lingyun said this, it seemed that she was deliberately getting close to Zhaoju. Zhaoju didn't say anything, and there was no emotion on his face. The family that was suffering the most at this time was the Yuan family. A good hand of cards was ruined. Yuan Qunqin's face also looked ugly. From beginning to end she didn't understand when she was exposed. Then her eyes turned to Dongfang Wudao. After seeing this scene, Shen Qingkai sneered. If you dare to question him again, I will kill you. Yuan Qian quickly lowered her head. Don't think you can get on the stage just because you're a little clever. Although you don't know his identity, I can tell you clearly that he would not do that and he would not bother to do that. If he really wants to do it, the Zhao family of Shenyang realm, your Yuan family, and even the Mu family of Bingxi realm will all be destroyed within 10 minutes. Rumble. Shen Qingkai's words hit their hearts like a heavy hammer. They looked at Dongfang Wudao with horror. Dongfang Wudao ignored them and today's farce was over. At this time, the void opened and Cheng Huang appeared. Let's go, things here are over. Shen Qingkai said oh and sat on Cheng Huang, just like before. Shen Qingkai was held in Dongfang Wudao's arms. Cheng Huang broke through the void and disappeared. Only after Dongfang Wudao left did they come to their senses. Zhao Zhiju couldn't come back to his senses for a long time. If I am not mistaken, that is the mythical beast Cheng Huang that disappeared long ago between heaven and earth. Now it is actually used as a mount. This kind of divine beast, when it grows up, will eventually reach the supreme realm. Yes, Dongfang Wudao really disdains to do this. Chen Qi's face looked grim. It seemed that Dongfang Wudao was the person Shen Qingkai was talking about. So what if you are a powerful clan standing on top of the Hongmeng immortal domain? Sooner or later, I will overthrow you. Yang Qi clenched his fingers and stared at the direction where Dongfang Wudao left. Zhaoju glanced at Yang Qi and shook his head. Yang Qi, let's go, the farce is over, and you won't be in trouble in the future. Yang Qi took a deep breath, finally nodded at Yu Wenqian and left. Yu Wenqian also nodded and gave him a reassuring look. Zhaoju said nothing after seeing this scene. The words that Mu Lingyun said came to mind. The person around you falls in love with every girl he meets. Be careful that one day he might drag down your Zhao family. Zhaoju thought about it for a while and made up his mind. There are many talented people, aren't there? What's more, Yang Qi saw something wrong in his eyes when he saw Shen Qingqiu and Dongfang Wudao. To put it nicely, you have lofty ambitions, to put it bluntly, you overestimate your own capabilities. In the void, Shen Qingqiu regained his mind. Divine child, that Mu Lingyun, you'd better find an opportunity to kill her. Will you come back to the Dongfang family with me, or handle things on your own? I really haven't found out where your family is. No, I have my own things to deal with. Cheng Huang appeared from the void channel. Dongfang Wudao put Shen Qingqiu down. Cheng Huang broke through the void and disappeared. See Dongfang Wudao's back as he leaves. Shen Qingqiu's eyes were complicated. My dear, why did you tell Dongfang Wudao to kill Mu Lingyun? I'm sure you've noticed that something strange has happened to her. But Dongfang Wudao is a dark person. Now I am no longer sure I can pull him out of the abyss. I am even worried that I will sink. Before, I understood the plot and felt confident, but you have seen what has happened in the past few days. Dongfang Wudao has planned everything. I couldn't even predict where things would go in the end. Today, Mu Lingyun didn't expect Dongfang Wudao to inform the Mu family. Dongfang Wudao seems to have a god's perspective, everything is under his control. I even suspect that after Mu Lingyun wrote the letter to Dongfang Wudao knew her ultimate goal and sent someone to inform the Mu family. Idiot, if we didn't know the plot, we wouldn't even know what Dongfang Wudao's plan is. We don't even know it now. He is so dangerous and scares me. Why did I tell her that Mu Lingyun must die? Because we know the plot, but she knows it too. Who do you think she will choose? The young lady means that she will look for those people. That's right, I saw ambition in her eyes. When Dongfang Wudao and she entered the hall together, I saw sadness in her eyes. That sadness was the sadness she felt when she saw Dongfang Wudao. I don't know if what I thought was right, but I had a bad feeling in my heart. Idiot, the plot has shifted. We can no longer look at the situation from a god's perspective. Otherwise, we will end up paralyzing ourselves and feeling that everything is under our control. Now we have to consider ourselves as part of this world. Only in this way can we grow rapidly and accumulate our own power. Staying by Dongfang Wudao's side is the best outcome, but it is also the worst outcome. You have seen today that the people in this world are real people. They will consider their own pros and cons and their own survival. We have no choice but to join the game, otherwise there is no way out. It was previously stated in the article that Zhaoju would follow Yang Qi, but after today, the two will definitely go their separate ways. This is the change. My dear, I understand. I will give you 10 Saint Realm souls. If it was before, Shen Qingqiu might be very happy. But now there is only a sense of urgency in my heart. Dongfang Wudao was in the void passage, looking leisurely. The mind became active. Shen Qingqiu should have joined the game this time, and he should have realized that the god's perspective is no longer effective. One wants to pull himself out of the abyss. The other might collaborate with his enemies. And that enemy should be the one that grows to the end, and even be able to suppress one of them, or the only one. Mu Lingyun, please don't spoil my fun. The stage has been set up for you, and it's your turn to take the stage. The opportunity is given to you. If you don't cherish it, there will be no need for the Mu family in the Snow Ice Realm to exist. Chapter 33. After Dongfang Wudao returned to the Dongfang family, he went straight into the Dongfang family's secret library. When he reached the third floor, Dongfang Wudao stopped and then walked to the right. There was a dark war halberd. Dongfang Wudao picked it up, weighed it, and then brought it into the space. Walking out of the secret library, we changed direction and arrived at Sutra Pavilion. An old man was lying at the door with drooping eyelids. When he saw Dongfang Wudao, a smile appeared on his wrinkled face. Wudao is here, come in. Dongfang Wudao nodded. After entering, start looking for what you want. It was not until I reached the 5th floor that I found what I wanted. The complete version of Xianbing Emperor Sutra. After Dongfang Wudao recorded it, he left Sutra Pavilion. When he arrived at his palace, a vortex appeared around Dongfang Wudao. The secret guard came out. Divine Child. How is Dongfang Qingtian? It has gone according to plan. The Zhang family has taken him back. Well done, let him continue. Also, someone will find him soon. That person is Mu Lingyun. Cooperate with her and don't let her get suspicious. When necessary, the Dongfang family will cooperate with him. Give him the other 2 things. Let him memorize this technique and then destroy it. Also, give him more resources so that he can try his best to climb higher in the Zhang family. Your Honor, Divine Child. After seeing the secret guard leave, Dongfang Wudao tapped the armrest with his fingers. Although Dongfang Wudao only met Mu Lingyun once. But I saw ambition in her, the kind of ambition that wanted to control everything. This is a woman with lofty ambitions. And she should know the direction of the plot, and all the opportunities that belong to me should be obtained by her. In addition, she will include some people in her collection. After all, those people have risen from humble beginnings and can grow rapidly with her help. However, Dongfang Wudao also sounded a wake-up call for her. Notifying her mother was one of those wake-up calls. I can see through her purpose. So she will be more careful in doing things and will not act rashly. Then there is the Mu family. After all, she is an outsider. After seeing Mu Yu bowing to her, she will understand that the most important thing is to have power in her own hands. But her current physique is not particularly outstanding, she is just a sacred body. In order for the Xianbing sacred body to grow, it needs both skills and Xianbing divine pearl. The value of the Xianbing divine pearl is immeasurable, so she would not bring it up easily. That way you will find something that originally belonged to you to exchange. It is a serious problem, but it will not affect her plans. I guess she will bring her mother here tomorrow and exchange some Xianbing magic grass from the Dongfang family. Because the Dongfang family developed a secret realm, using Zirang to grow crops, and planted various divine medicines in it. Looks like we need to give her a second wake-up call. Dongfang Wudao murmured, with a playful look in his eyes. The Mu family of the Snow and Ice realm. Mu Yu looked at Mu Lingyun. If the Eastern Divine Child hadn't informed me, you would have been bullied this time. Yes, Mother, we have to thank Dongfang Divine Child this time. How about we go to the Dongfang family to thank him tomorrow? Mu Yu looked at Mu Lingyun. Daughter, tell me, what is your relationship with the Eastern Divine Child? It's nothing serious. I just helped him a little before. Mu Yu looked at Mu Lingyun without saying anything. Forget it, Mother won't ask any more. If you can be with the Eastern Divine Child, it will definitely be better than staying in the Mu family. Mu Lingyun didn't say anything. Besides, she knew very well that although her grandfather loved her mother, his love was just that. Mu Lingyun had no possibility of controlling the Mu family, even a little bit. Therefore, Mu Lingyun knew very well what she wanted, which was to take power into her own hands and build her own power. Originally, she wanted to rely on Dongfang Wudao. But I know the plot, know a lot about secret realms, and know who made it to the end, so it is easy for me to stand on top of this world. However, she cannot show her ambition now, otherwise the Mu family will be wary of her. And I have already selected the initial candidates. In that case, let's go to the Dongfang family together tomorrow. Thank you, Mother. Silly child, why are you thanking your mother for what? By the next day, Mu Yu had already brought Mu Lingyun to the Dongfang family. There are only 3 people in the Heavenly Palace. Dongfang Wudao, Mu Yu, Mu Lingyun. Thank you to Eastern Divine Child for helping me yesterday. I am very grateful. Mu Lingyun took the initiative to step forward and bowed. Then he raised his head and looked at Dongfang Wudao. Dongfang Wudao sat at the top, looking at the mother and daughter. Miss Lingyun, there's no need to be so polite. It should be Wudao who should thank you. After Dongfang Wudao finished speaking, he moved his fingers. 1050,000-year-old divine medicine sacred herbs appeared in front of Mu Lingyun. Mu Yu took a breath after seeing this scene. What a rich dog owner. So rich. Mu Lingyun did not take the divine medicine immediately. The last time she told the Dongfang family, it was because she wanted Dongfang Wudao to owe her a favor. As a result, Dongfang Wudao went to support her. Now he even took out 10 plants of divine medicine. Originally he wanted to replace it, but now Dongfang Wudao took the initiative to propose it. This favor is no longer owed, and even if he hadn't told the Dongfang family that Dongfang Wudao was in danger, nothing would have happened to Dongfang Wudao. This Dongfang Wudao fruit is really scary. If I didn't have a god's perspective and knew the direction of the plot, I'm afraid. Could it be that Miss Mu is not satisfied with the things I gave her? Dongfang Wudao's tone was still so gentle. Mu Lingyun could only accept it and sighed. It seems that we can only find something of equal value to the mysterious ice pearl. Even more valuable than this thing. It is recorded in the book that Dongfang Wudao possesses the power of space, unless he finds the divine pearl of space. But the secret realm has not yet revealed any trace. Even if you know the exact location, you can't just stay there. Besides, what does it matter if I know it? My strength is too weak now. After expressing his gratitude again, Mu Yu took Mu Lingyun away. Dongfang Wudao looked at the backs of the two people leaving, with a thoughtful look in his eyes. Someone come. As Dongfang Wudao's voice fell, a figure appeared. After Mu Lingyun came into contact with a man named Zhaoju, she pushed him secretly and helped him so that he wouldn't mess up the show. The secret guard nodded and disappeared. At this time, on the other side, Mu Lingyun did not return to the Mu family after leaving with her mother. At this time, Yang Qi and Zhaoju were on the top of a mountain. Zhaoju stood in front and Yang Qi stood behind without saying anything. Brother Yang Qi, your trouble has been solved. Do you also suspect that I have other purposes in contacting you? No doubt. Then why? Chapter 34. Although Yang Qi did not ask the following question, both of them knew it. My Zhao family is not worthy of your ambition. Yang Qi's eyes widened and his pupils contracted. I don't understand what you are talking about. Brother Yang Qi, you should understand what I mean. You see something wrong with Miss Shen's eyes. You said before that you like Yuan Qian. Miss Shen is so outstanding that it's easy for anyone to admire her. But did you see that man? What I see in your eyes is not awe, but challenge. Yang Qi, you don't understand the affairs of the big family. Some people are not someone you can challenge. The strong cannot attack the weak. This is a lie to the weak. Others won't care about the opinions of an ant, otherwise who would strive to stand at the top of the world? When things are irreversible, it's too late to regret. If I were alone, I could go with you. But I have family behind me, Brother Yang, I'm sorry. Yang Qi looked at Zhaoju. I understand what you mean. From now on, we have nothing to do with each other. If you don't save yourself in this vast world, when will you find a way out? Only if you fight for it will you have a chance. Being hesitant and indecisive is a cowardly act. Yang Qi left. Zhaoju didn't look back and sighed. He acknowledged what Yang Qi said, but he also knew how to argue. He didn't know how far Yang Qi could go, but he was sure to run into obstacles in the early stages, and his life might even be in danger. After rising from humble beginnings and becoming saint child, he became a bit cocky and arrogant. As a young man, it's understandable. But Zhaoju understood that it would not be long before Heavenly Sword Sacred Land would be destroyed because of Yang Qi recklessness. You can never wake up a person who pretends to be asleep, unless he is willing to wake up himself. Come out. Zhaoju spoke without turning around. A figure came out and walked side by side with Zhaoju. The two people looked at the morning glow in the distance, and no one spoke. Are you here to win me over? Zhaoju went straight to the point. Mu Lingyun nodded. Why do you think I will agree to your terms? Since you won't agree, why are you waiting for me here? After you separate from Yang Qi, you can return to Zhao family. Zhaoju turned around and looked at Mu Lingyun. I just want to see what you have. Before you left, you said your mother was from the Mu family of the Snow Ice realm, and I had already guessed it. What you mean is that is your mother's Mu family, not your Mu family. Also, what you said about brother Yang Qi, I inferred that you knew something. Yang Qi would cause problems for the Zhao family, or even destroy it, right? You are indeed very smart. Although I, Zhaoju, am not a person of extraordinary talent, I still have a little wisdom. Miss Mu, if you have anything to say, you can just say it. I may not agree to it. No, you will agree to it because I can save your life. There was a look of surprise in Zhaoju's eyes. At this moment, he really couldn't guess what Mu Lingyun meant. Then Mu Lingyun pushed Zhaoju down. At the same time, Zhaoju appeared on the top of the mountain again. Zhaoju had some skills, so after being pushed off the cliff, he hid himself. Mu Lingyun stood beside Zhaoju for an hour and then turned and left. At this moment, a huge hand reached out from the void. Zhaoju showed a panic expression. Then it turned into blood mist and disappeared. Zhaoju, who was hiding at the foot of the mountain, contracted his pupils when he saw this scene. After a while, Mu Lingyun appeared in front of him. Who did it? You've seen him, haven't you? Mu Lingyun asked back. The mysterious young master who appeared in the Yuan family. Mu Lingyun smiled but said nothing. Aren't you related to him? I just helped him with a small thing, and the favor has been repaid. Why did he want to kill me? I have no grudge against him. Could it be Miss Shen? He asked and answered his own questions. Mu Lingyun originally wanted to explain, but after hearing Zhaoju's imagination, she thought about it and felt that this result was better than what she had expected. It turns out that smart people are smart people. Zhao family? Zhaoju asked. Probably not. Zhaoju breathed a sigh of relief. So, do you promise me now? Zhaoju looked at Mu Lingyun. You have great ambitions, but without a strong force to back you up, it will be difficult to act. This is a golden age. Even though it hasn't fully erupted yet, it's still uncertain who will have the last laugh in this age. As for her power, it will be there soon. I have to meet someone now. Mu Lingyun left. Zhaoju looked at Mu Lingyun's leaving back and sighed. I hope it's okay to follow you. In the palace where Dongfang Wudao is. The secret guard appeared in front of Dongfang Wudao. Divine child, have you done as you requested? Well, go down. Mu Lingyun, I have prepared a helper for you, and the next one has also been arranged. Please don't let me down. When I was at the Yuan family, I looked at Zhaoju a little more, and Mu Lingyun had already noticed it at that time. Combined with the fact that she had split the relationship between Yang Qi and Zhaoju at that time, Dongfang Wudao could roughly guess it. Since she wanted to accept Zhaoju, she should be prepared to make Zhaoju grateful. In this case, the best way would be to become her savior. At that time, I deliberately revealed a flaw to make her think that I was interested in Zhaoju. Even if I didn't do it today, Mu Lingyun would find a way to do it and then put the blame on me. Besides, Zhaoju is very smart and should be able to figure it out, because of Shen Qingqiu. I guess Mu Lingyun hasn't figured it out either. Besides, it's almost time for Zhou Xian to die. Mu Lingyun and Shen Qingqiu should also go to find him. The heaven-swallowing guard is a good thing. Just as Dongfang Wudao was thinking, a figure appeared. Divine child, that Zhou Xian has already arrived at the True Yang Pavilion in the Blazing God realm. That soul belongs to the master of Zhenyang Pavilion, a great emperor. Besides, he is only left with his soul, and he has a relationship with the clan leader. Dongfang Wudao showed a surprised look. How strong is this force? There is also a mid-stage great emperor and an early-stage great emperor in charge. Let the Feng family know the news. Besides, there should be quite a few strong men from the Feng family, so it is reasonable to lose some people. I understand what divine child means. After the secret guard disappeared, Dongfang Wudao began to think. That Yang Qi is a bit stupid, but his heavenly sword art does have some substance. It's just something. However, Shen Qingqiu stayed in that world of fortune, apparently hoping to gain the opportunity of Yang Qi. Let Shen Qingqiu solve it. If I can kill Yang Qi, I can give her something. Chapter 35. At this time, the Feng family had already learned about the forces behind Zhou Xian. Heavenly World Zhenyang Pavilion. After Feng Xiaoxiao learned the news, a murderous look appeared on his face. The same is true for Ye Qingxian. She used to love Zhou Xian, but after her father died, she only felt hatred for Zhou Xian. Although sometimes she could understand Zhou Xian's feelings. But she just hated him. If he had left earlier, she wouldn't have been able to get ahead and her father wouldn't have died. Let's go and find your grandpa. Feng Xiaoxiao brought Ye Qingxian to the main hall. When Feng Mo, the head of the Feng family, saw Feng Xiaoxiao, a smile appeared on his face. Go ahead. It's time to put an end to this hatred. After hearing Feng Mo's words, Feng Xiaoxiao and Ye Qingxian's expressions changed. Ye Qingxian also understood it, and put an end to it, and the matter was over. But the person who actually killed his father was the Dongfang family. But it is impossible for the Feng family to go to the Dongfang family. Grandpa, what about the Dongfang family? Didn't they give any explanation? Feng Mo ignored Ye Qingxian, his silence was his answer. Father, Zhenyang Pavilion has been destroyed, and this matter is over. Feng Xiaoxiao turned and left, with several figures following behind him. Ye Qingxian also hurriedly followed. Feng Mo also sighed after seeing this scene. After all, she is his daughter, and of course he is sad that her husband died. But kindness does not hold power, and righteousness does not hold wealth. It is impossible to offend the Dongfang family for the sake of a disappeared Ye family. You can't lose the big picture for the small. On the way, Ye Qingxian looked at Feng Xiaoxiao. Mother, is there nothing you can do? Do you think the Feng family can stand firm? Let me ask you one question. The Dongfang family wants to cancel the engagement. Why do you want to interfere? What was the mission the Ye family gave you before? As a result, what did that ancestor Zhou Xian do? He dragged the patriarch of the Shenyang Zhao family to commit suicide, which led to the destruction of the Ye family. The Ye family was destroyed, but the blame was also placed on the Feng family. If you hadn't stood up, none of this would have happened. Kindness does not command the army, righteousness does not command wealth, not to mention that the Dongfang family is not afraid of the Feng family, but the Feng family is afraid of the Dongfang family. Otherwise, why would Dongfang Wudao dare to order the killing of your father? When can you be more mature and stop imagining things to be so simple? The immortal domain is a complex web of forces, so we must be cautious and think 3 steps ahead. Besides, have you ever heard a word? What? A married girl is like spilled water. We have done our best to stay in the Feng family. That is not our home. If you want others to do something for you, the premise is, what can you bring to others? What do you think we can bring to the Feng family? My words may sound harsh, but this is the truth. The Feng family has many young supremes, and your strength is not outstanding. If I were not your grandfather's daughter, with this kind of strength, I would at best be an elder. Ye Qingxian was silent. Mother, I understand. Hey, silly child, if you achieve the supreme realm, you will be qualified to let the Feng family do something for you. Practice hard, strength is the only way to go. All retreat comes from lack of strength. In the blink of an eye, several days have passed. Deep in the mountains, 2 figures were walking side by side. Qian, it's nearby. There was fatigue between Yu Wenqianqian's brows. Brother Yang Qi, do you want to take a break? Yes, sure. There might be some danger in the secret realm. You should quickly recover some of your strength. After saying that, the 2 of them found a secluded place, sat cross-legged on the ground, stuffed a few pills into their mouths, and began to restore their strength. Shen King Kaiu hid in a big tree, watching the 2 people quietly. After they recovered, Shen King Kaiu followed them. Idiot, can the corpse of the powerful man in the secret realm really be used? My dear, if there are no mistakes, it can still be used. It's just that his strength should be somewhat damaged. These souls that are rewarded to you all have their own consciousness and can cultivate on their own, so don't worry. Also, my dear, you are an innate Dao body, you can directly rob it after you enter. Although Yang Qi is the son of fortune, his luck is far different from yours. 10 saint souls merged into 1 saint emperor. I don't know if the body of that strong man can hold up. You didn't tell me before that souls could be combined. My dear, you didn't ask. Shen King Kaiu followed behind, and at this time a bead appeared in Yang Qi's hand. The bead cast a shadow on the ground with the help of moonlight. Yang Qi kept adjusting his position, and smoke and dust rose on the ground. Yu Wenqianqian was also surprised after seeing this scene. Yang Qi's expression changed and he also showed excitement. Then the ground began to tremble. Then a bronze shadow door appeared. Okay, let's go in. Just after Yang Qi and Yu Wenqianqian went in, Shen King Kaiu followed closely behind. After Yang Qi and Yu Wenqianqian came in, they were stunned by the scene before them. After all, a body as big as a mountain was lying there, emitting a terrifying aura. Yang Qi's throat rolled subconsciously and sweat broke out on his hands. After so many years, someone finally came, and there are 3 of them. After hearing this, the hairs on Yang Qi's back stood up. Yu Wenqianqian was also stunned. Aren't there just the 2 of them here? Where did these 3 come from? Could it be that something dirty got in? Yang Qi also reacted, could it be that he was being followed? Finally found it. Senior made it easy for me to find it. Shen Qingkai came out. Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian widened their eyes. Miss Shen, you. Oh, you know me. Who doesn't know the Heavenly Sword Master? I just didn't expect that the senior would bury himself in this place. I never thought that there is still someone in this world who can remember my name. Little girl, which family are you from? Anyway, he is not the enemy of the senior. Haha, the little girl is quite interesting. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. After I die, the past is over. It doesn't matter if we are enemies or not. The senior is quite open-minded, which makes the junior admire him. Little girl, I have a connection with that young friend, so I'm afraid I can't give you the inheritance. Oh, I don't think so. Although you say that the past is over, you must have your own regrets. What if I have the opportunity to help you fulfill your long-cherished wish? After Shen Qingkai finished speaking, the aura of innate Dao body was revealed. Yang Qi, who was standing behind them, heard the two people chatting and felt very depressed. Innate Dao body, this little girl is not simple. Do you know what my long-cherished wish is? Shen Qingkai just opened his mouth but didn't make any sound. I didn't expect that someone really knew my long-cherished wish. Chapter 36. Girl, go back. I have a connection with this young friend, although you have a greater chance than him. But he was the one who opened my burial place, which means he is my destiny. Shen Qingkai was stunned for a moment. Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian looked delighted after hearing this. Since the senior said so, I won't force it. If I can't get it, no one else can. Junior asks senior to die. After Shen Qingkai finished speaking, two figures wearing bamboo hats appeared beside him. Two people attacked the soul floating in the sky. Old man, I wanted to help you, but since you don't know what's good for you, don't blame me for being rude. After Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian saw this scene, they both took action immediately. Shen Qingkai moved his fingers, and a stream of spirit qi appeared. This spirit qi directly transformed into the appearance of a divine beast. Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian's pupil shrank, and their steps forward gradually retreated. But the phantom of the mythical beast did not let the two of them go. Bang bang! Two attack sounds were heard. Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian spat out blood and their faces turned pale. The two people helped each other to stand up. There was disbelief in his eyes. If you dare to move, I will kill you immediately. Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian stood where they were, not daring to move an inch. At this time, Yang Qi became anxious. Now we can only place our hope on the soul of Lord Heavenly Sword. Two figures wearing conical hats approached the soul of the Lord of Heavenly Sword but did not attack. Instead, he spilled some things with his hands. The soul transformation of the Heavenly Sword Lord. Soul-destroying powder, why do you have this thing? There was fear in the voice of Lord Tiandao Sword. You are a dead man, why are you asking so many questions? For so many years, people who should have died are still alive. I wanted to help you fulfill your long-cherished wish, but you don't know how to appreciate it. Humph, I didn't expect that a young man like him could be so vicious. It seems that today I will let you know how powerful this sword master is. Yet, it's too late. Just as Shen Qingkai's voice fell, runes appeared on the mountain-like body. Suddenly he sat up, then shrank into a 1.9 meter tall man. Tiandao Sword Master's scalp tingled. Little girl, we have something to discuss. The junior congratulates the senior on his ascension to heaven. No, no. A sword light appeared. The soul of the Heavenly Sword Lord completely dissipated. After seeing this scene, Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian felt their scalps tingling and their eyelids twitching. Congratulations, Miss Shen. Yang Qi suppressed his anger and fear and clasped his fists to congratulate. Puff! Two heads shot up into the sky. Then Shen Qingkai asked Saint Emperor to completely burn the heads of the two men. After picking up the beads, Shen Qingkai crushed them. A portal appeared and Shen Qingkai walked out. In the hall of Dongfang Wudao, Shen Qingkai killed Yang Qi and Yuan Qianqian. Congratulations to the master for obtaining 1.2 million counterattack points. Oh, Shen Qingkai killed him, and I can still gain counterattack points. Master, theoretically it is not possible, but the system does not follow the theory. The system is to help the master grow, not to cause trouble for the master. Dongfang Wudao looked at his interface. Master, Dongfang Wudao identity, Hongmeng Immortal Domain Heavenly World Dongfang Family Divine Child, Destined Villain Constitution, Chaos Great Dao Body Skill, Chaos Great Dao Strength, Peak of the Divine Transformation Realm Halo, Villain Halo, Great Dao Cannot Be Checked, Companion Dao Weapon, Void Sword Special Ability, A Thought Becomes a Formation, Peak of the Great Void, Counter Attack Value, 1.4 million. Then close your eyes and start breaking through. The 500,000 counter-attack points disappeared, and Dongfang Wudao directly broke through to the perfect realm. After the 600,000 counter-attack points disappeared, Dongfang Wudao directly reached the early stage of Taixu realm. After the breakthrough, Dongfang Wudao took a deep breath and opened his eyes, with divine light flowing in his eyes. At the same time, the temperament changes again. After a while, a figure appeared. Divine Child, Yang Qi family was also massacred by Miss Shen, and the Heavenly Sword sect was also destroyed. As for the Yuan family, there is a great emperor in the family, and Miss Shen did not move. It would be enough if a rock fell from the sky. After hearing Dongfang Wudao's words, the secret guard was stunned for a moment, then disappeared. At this moment, the sky above the Yuan family suddenly became dark. Everyone in the Yuan family came out and looked up at the sky. Then a huge fireball appeared above the Yuan family. Rumble! Bang bang bang! The entire Yuan family disappeared in an instant. This scene shocked many forces in the creation realm. Then several rays of light appeared in the stone, turned into streams of light, broke through the void and disappeared. Hiss, chase quickly, a treasure has appeared. One after another, powerful men broke through the void and disappeared. A figure appeared in the void with several spirit treasures in his hands, and then his body disappeared. Soon, many people stood above the entire Yuan family. Zhaoju felt mixed emotions when he saw the disappearing Yuan family. Is it really the spirit treasure coming to the world? It really has the aura of a spirit treasure, and it's extraordinary. I just don't know where it came from. The dignified Yuan family was actually destroyed by a huge rock falling from the sky. Seeing the Yuan family constantly emitting water, many powerful people felt regretful. It seems that those spirit treasures have already spirit communicated, otherwise why would they run away? This is a golden age, there won't be any great opportunities coming. Many powerful people began to speculate. Zhaoju took a look and left with the strong men of Zhao family. Saint Child, aren't we looking for traces of the spirit treasure? If you can't find it, there's no need to look for it. The Yuan family was destroyed by someone. After hearing this, the Zhao family strong men showed an incredible look. Why would Saint Child make such a guess? If you don't believe me, Heavenly Sword Sacred Land should have been destroyed as well. A strong man disappeared, and came back after a while and shook his head. The Heavenly Sword Sacred Land was massacred, and no one survived. Does Saint Child know who did this? The Yuan family was destroyed by the stone that fell from the sky. The Heavenly Sword Sacred Land was massacred, and we were unaware of it. Do you remember? After hearing what Zhaoju said, several powerful men pondered for a while and nodded. Not bad, I didn't expect the spirit communication baby to appear. The Zhao family strong man said in cooperation. Zhaoju nodded. These strong men were still frightened. Zhaoju didn't even dare to say anything. It seemed that he had a rather powerful background. Could it be the Mu family from the Snow Ice realm? If it was really done by the Mu family, they really couldn't say it out loud. After all, the Mu family is more powerful than their Shenyang Zhao family. Shen King Kaihu was on top of a cliff, looking at the destroyed Yuan family and the dispersing heaven connecting spiritual treasure. Dongfang Wudao, could it be you who did this? Or the Mu family from the Snow Ice realm? We still need to investigate Mu Lingyun. We must kill her. I always have a bad feeling that she's alive. My dear, what are your plans next? Establish a force and slowly grow stronger. We are still too weak now. Many of Dongfang Wudao's enemies are at the top of the Hongmeng Immortal Domain, and are no less powerful than the Dongfang family. And now Mu Lingyun has appeared. This world is no longer the world we are familiar with. Also, although Mu Lingyun has a god's perspective, she believes in it too much, which is her disadvantage. Chapter 37. She feels like she has everything under control now. I originally thought that I could rest easy with my god's perspective, but Dongfang Wudao taught me a lesson. I have to thank him. Oh no, I remembered where Mu Lingyun went. I just don't know if Zhou Xian has the Sky Swallowing Guard token. I remember that the Zhou family had 3 ancestors, but some of them blew themselves up in the Ye family, so we don't know. Looks like I have to go find Dongfang Wudao to find out. Then use the Dongfang family's teleportation array to go to Heavenly World. Shen Qingkai disappeared after he finished speaking. When Shen Qingkai arrived at the Dongfang family, the people of the Dongfang family all smiled kindly when they saw Shen Qingkai. Miss Shen is here to see Divine Child again. The Divine Child is in his own palace. He is alone. Shen Qingkai quickened his pace when he heard what these people said. After Shen Qingkai arrived at the hall where Dongfang Wudao lived, he found that there were 2 cups of tea next to Dongfang Wudao. Sit down. I knew you would come to me. Shen Qingkai's heart tightened. He poured a cup of tea into his stomach, then added another bowl and drank it all in one gulp. Miss Shen has a lot of capacity. After hearing Dongfang Wudao's joke, Shen Qingkai's face stiffened. Then, in front of Dongfang Wudao, he directly held the teapot and poured the tea into his mouth. Dongfang Wudao's face turned dark. He curled his fingers and exerted a little force, wishing he could punch this thing to death. It's like a cow chewing a peony. Bang! The teapot is placed on the table. Hiccup, I have something to talk to you about. The void teleportation array is ready, go ahead. Shen Qingkai's eyes did not move, and he looked at Dongfang Wudao seriously. Divine Child knows what I'm going to do. You care more about Sister Kingzhen's engagement than she does, and you are targeting Zhou Xian so much. I think he should have what you need. There is still one ancestor of the Zhou family alive. Shen Qingkai stood up and walked towards the transmission channel. Miss Shen, when you come back, come see me and I'll give you a gift. Shen Qingkai glanced at Dongfang Wudao, took a deep breath, stepped into the passage and disappeared. Dongfang Wudao wanted to pour himself a cup of tea. Suddenly I remembered that Shen Qingkai had just finished drinking his tea. Hey, this little girl is a good person. Dongfang Wudao had a playful expression on his face. In the transmission channel. What do you feel, idiot? My dear, Dongfang Wudao is so scary. Yes, it's terrifying. He has planned everything. Almost nothing has happened to the Dongfang family. But everything is under his control. He even planned that I would come to him, and he knew that I would come to him today. If you don't know, you might think he installed a surveillance camera on me. I guess Mu Lingyun has also become his pawn. It was said in the previous article that Dongfang Wudao's character is becoming more and more cruel, and blood will flow like a river at any time. But look at Dongfang Wudao now. Although there is no bloodshed, his ability to plan everything is too terrifying. This is because we know the original plot. What if we don't know? But it's neither good nor bad for us. It would be easier for Dongfang Wudao to cause a river of blood if he disagreed with someone. But now his scheming is so deep that it is hard to grasp. It is even more terrifying, and those enemies are in trouble. Rivers of blood are low-level fun, but this kind is easier to redeem. I feel like he's playing with the world right now, and this kind of thing is actually harder. I don't even know if there will be more changes. Mu Lingyun has already appeared, who knows what else will appear. Even before I asked, he had already mentioned that there was another ancestor of the Zhou family. Dongfang Wudao, Dongfang Wudao, I really want to take your brain out and see if there is anything different. My dear, please stop analyzing. The more you analyze, the more anxious I become. At this time, they were in a private room of a restaurant in the Zhang family area of Tianyu realm. Dongfang Qingtian looked at the woman in front of him without saying anything. Divine Child had previously conveyed the message that someone would come to find him. I didn't expect it to come so soon. Divine Child just said that the person's name was Mu Lingyun. No purpose was mentioned. It seems that he wants to test himself. Dongfang Qingtian was still a little confused when he thought of the 2 things Dongfang Wudao gave him. However, what he didn't expect was that the sky-lifting halberd was actually found by Dongfang Wudao. There was also a set of skills, which he recorded in his mind and then destroyed the replica jade. Could it be related to this woman? Who are you? My name is Mu Lingyun. Master Qingtian probably has never heard of my name. What do you want from me? Master Qingtian wants revenge. Dongfang Qingtian did not answer, with murderous intent in his eyes. At this moment, Dongfang Qingtian remembered Dongfang Wudao's words and cooperated with her. I see. I don't know you. If you're okay, I'll leave first. Don't you want to revive your mother? Dongfang Qingtian stood up and his body stiffened, with his muscles under his clothes contracted. After seeing this scene, Mu Lingyun smiled. What if I had the chance to help you? Haha, just you. It's not that I look down on you. Of all the Mu families I know, the most powerful one is the Mu family from the Snow Ice realm. If the Dongfang family takes action, it will take less than half a day, and the Mu family will no longer be in the Snow Ice realm, but in the Blood River realm. I advise you not to be so arrogant. Mu Lingyun was stunned for a moment. She was being criticized, but it was the fact. Just because you can't do it now doesn't mean you can't do it in the future. Besides, I can help you grow quickly and allow you to break through the Supreme Realm as soon as possible. Miss Mu, can I ask you a question? What's the problem? Have you breached the Divine Sea Realm? Mu Lingyun showed an embarrassed look on her face. Although Dongfang Wudao gave her 10 beads of divine medicine, it took her only a few years to break through to the perfection of the Divine Palace. It turned out that my strength was too low and he looked down on me. I am sorry for disturbing you today. I will come to see you again some other day. You must apologize to me then. Miss Mu, don't even mention apologizing, I'll just give you my life. Master Qingtian, remember what you said. Mu Lingyun left. Only after meeting each other did he feel that Dongfang Qingtian was not simple. It doesn't look like the recklessness described in the article. I heard before that he was not treated as a divine child and was kicked out of the Dongfang family, and even worked as a waiter in a restaurant. Later, he was bullied and hunted down again. It seems that he is becoming more mature and stable now. This is the kind of helper I want. Dongfang Qingtian looked at Mu Lingyun's leaving back with a sneer in his eyes. Finding me is just to use me, the same purpose as the Zhang family. Because the Zhang family has been instilling in him the idea of revenge for his mother. However, the Zhang family and she should be part of Divine Child's plan, but what is Divine Child's purpose? As for why I didn't agree to her so quickly, it was naturally because the easier it is to get something, the less I cherish it. If I agree to her so easily, it will make her suspicious. Only after experiencing life and death difficulties will it be easier for people to believe. Looks like I need to find an opportunity too. Chapter 38. After Mu Lingyun and Dongfang Qingtian separated, he took out a piece of jade. Zhaoju, Zhou Xian is in Zhenyang Pavilion in Heavenly World. Mu Lingyun naturally knew what had happened recently. She had saved Zhaoju's life before, and this time she was helping him again. At this time, Zhaoju was practicing in Zhao family. He was stunned after hearing Mu Lingyun's voice transmission. The Zhao family has not received any news yet, and has not even found any trace of Zhou Xian. Now Mu Lingyun actually discovered news about Zhou Xian. This Mu Lingyun is indeed not simple. Zhaoju already knew that it was Mu Lingyun who had chased Yang Qi before. What on earth caused Mu Lingyun to change like this? Could it be that I was just pretending before? Or maybe it could be said that the plan was already in place since Yuan Chenji brought Yuan Qianqian back. However, the Yuan family was destroyed, and it is estimated that Yuan Qianqian is dead. As for Yang Qi, he should have gotten into trouble as well. If she had been planning this from the beginning, Mu Lingyun's mind would be too terrifying. It's also possible that I'm overthinking it. Zhaoju thought for a while and found Zhao Tian. Xiaoju is here. Grandpa, we found Zhou Xian's trace. Zhao Tian looked surprised after hearing this. After all, the Zhao family had been searching for so long but still hadn't found him, and Zhaoju actually knew the news about Zhou Xian. Where? He has already fled to the Zhenyang Pavilion in Heavenly World. Zhao Tian was stunned for a moment. It's a bit troublesome. But it's harmless. Grandpa, this time it should not be just our Zhao family that is taking action. You mean the Feng family? That's right. After all, the Ye family's affairs were related to Zhou Xian. Who would have thought that a small figure would be involved in the deaths of two family patriarchs? Zhao Tian also sighed after hearing what Zhaoju said. In that case, you can take a few ancestors with you. Zhaoju nodded. Soon 3 figures appeared, the void passage opened, and Zhaoju disappeared in the hall. When Shen Qingkai arrived at Heavenly World, he did not act in a hurry. My dear, why don't you lend some strong men to Dongfang Wudao? Wouldn't it be a very easy task to destroy Zhenyang Pavilion? No need to borrow. We don't have to do it this time. Someone else will take action. Dongfang Wudao knew about Zhou Xian's news, but he didn't act hastily. He was just waiting for others to take action. If I hadn't guessed, the Feng family would have already known the news. If I were Dongfang Wudao, I would definitely send strong men here, not targeting the Zhenyang Pavilion, but the strong men of the Feng family. There is another force, that is Mu Lingyun, who will also come with her people. That guy should know where the plot is going. She is so ambitious that she will definitely not let go of the celestial position. Because she wants to build her own power, as long as the sky-swallowing guard appears, she will be able to compete with most families. In addition, the Shenyang Zhao family will also come. Although I don't know what the Zhou family's ancestors think, these things must be related to Dongfang Wudao. The text records that Zhaoju was a very smart person. At that time in the Yuan family, I saw Dongfang Wudao's admiration for him. My lord means that Dongfang Wudao will take him under his wing. No, Dongfang Wudao would not do that. If I'm not mistaken, Zhaoju has become Mu Lingyun's man now. And it was Dongfang Wudao who pushed for it. And the hidden chess piece that Dongfang Wudao has planted is Dongfang Qingtian. Didn't Dongfang Qingtian suffer humiliation and leave the Dongfang family to join the Zhang family? Yes, this is the only way to avoid suspicion. Those who can become son of fortune are all arrogant and proud. They have not experienced many setbacks and are young. However, after experiencing setbacks, their character and strength will grow rapidly. And Dongfang Wudao has already said that there is still an ancestor of the Zhou family who is still alive. Don't forget what's written in the text. The heaven-swallowing guard token was carried by the Zhou family's ancestor. After the Zhou family ancestor blew up the Zhao family patriarch, no one knew how many ancestors of the Zhou family died. Besides, even if we know, who knows that the heaven-swallowing guard token is in the Zhou family? The Ye family may know a little bit, but the Ye family has already been destroyed. If Dongfang Wudao hadn't told us that the Zhou family had another ancestor, we would probably have believed that the heaven-swallowing guard token was in Zhou Xian's hands. Isn't that what Mu Lingyun is thinking now? So now you understand, don't always look at the plot from a god's perspective. At this time, Zhou Xian was in the main hall of Zhenyang Pavilion. There were 3 figures sitting in the hall, and a residual soul. Later, when I was fighting with Dongfang Baikan for something, he beat me up and left me with a remnant soul. Zhenyang narrated the story. Zhou Xian had a look of surprise in his eyes. He didn't expect that his master's current situation was caused by the Dongfang family. No wonder when the master talked about the Dongfang family, there was fear and hatred in his eyes. After hearing this, the 2 deputy pavilion masters Lu Hua and Qianming were furious and slammed the table loudly. What followed was helplessness. After all, Zhenyang Pavilion was established by the remnant soul in front of him. Even he was beaten by Dongfang Baikan. Master, what shall we do next? If you want to restore my body, one way is to take over my body, and the other is to refine it. It's better to refine it, but the materials needed to contain my soul are too precious. Besides, we cannot expose our whereabouts now, otherwise Zhenyang Pavilion will be in big trouble. No, you will be out of trouble soon. At this moment, a cold voice sounded. At this moment, a depressing atmosphere suddenly came from the sky above the entire Zhenyang Pavilion. Then a spirit boat of 100 feet in size appeared, with the array patterns on it emitting dazzling light. People from Zhenyang Pavilion came out one after another and looked at the huge flying boat in the sky. This is the Feng family's spiritual boat. Lu Hua and Qianming both looked unhappy. Zhou Xian's face also turned ugly. Several figures flew out from the flying boat. Zhou Xian looked up and saw a familiar figure. Qing Xian. Zhou Xian murmured. Zhou Xian, you made it so easy for me to find you. At this moment, several figures walked out of the void again. Zhaoju looked at Zhou Xian with strong murderous intent in his eyes. When Zhou Xian saw Zhaoju, his eyes were filled with apology and helplessness. Who could have thought that the remaining ancestors of their Zhou family would explode with the patriarch of the Zhao family? Mu Lingyun was sitting in a street restaurant. Looking into the distance, he watched the Feng family appear in the sky. Why did the Feng family find out about Zhou Xian so quickly? This shouldn't be possible. If only the Shenyang Zhao family destroyed the Zhenyang Pavilion, he could snatch Zhou Xian's Tunshanwei token. It's a bit troublesome. If the Feng family were still here, his plan would not be so easy to accomplish. If it was the Zhao family, he could also use the Mu family to take Zhou Xian away. But the Feng family is not like that. I always feel like someone did this on purpose, just to muddy the waters. Who is it? Could it be that there are other insiders in this world? Or has a reborn person appeared? Mu Lingyun began to think. Chapter 39. Kill. Zhaoju didn't waste any words, as delay would lead to changes. Feng Xiaoxiao moved his fingers, and 3 figures behind him rushed towards Zhenyang Pavilion. Both families sent out strong men, who showed no mercy when they attacked. Countless buildings were destroyed. Many disciples didn't even have time to react and simply disappeared into the air. The great battle begins. At this time Lu Hua and Qianming reacted and they both made seals with their hands. A golden barrier appeared, blocking the people from the Feng family and the Zhao family out. After seeing this scene, the strong men from the 2 families looked at each other. Then they attacked one by one, bombarding the formation in turns. Qianming and Lu Hua in the formation looked unhappy. They knew that when the 2 men ran out of strength, Zhenyang Pavilion would be destroyed. Jinyang's face also looked grim when he saw this scene. It was obvious that the news that he brought Zhou Xian back was kept very secret. A mighty thunder falls. At this moment, an old man walked out of the Feng family's flying boat, with a terrifying aura surrounding him. As he made his move, the bright sky above Zhenyang Pavilion suddenly turned black. Rolling thunder descended from the sky and turned into a ferocious thunder dragon. The thunder dragon was extremely fast and fell directly from the sky. Bang! Boom! Click, click! A huge collision sound was heard, followed by a roar and the sound of the formation breaking. The golden formation was directly smashed into pieces by the thunder dragon. Qianming and Lu Hua, who were in charge of the formation, spat out blood. Great Emperor late stage strong. The 2 men's faces were pale and their chests were heaving violently. After seeing the formation broken, the strong men from Feng family and Zhao family were no longer polite this time. He broke through the space and disappeared, appearing in front of Qianming and Lu Hua. Although the 2 were injured, they were strong men from the Great Emperor realm after all. What's more, there are several Saint Emperor strongmen protecting him. After seeing this scene, the Great Emperor late stage expert of the Feng family frowned. With a wave of his hand, thunder rolled in the sky and thunder dragons rolled in the sea of clouds. Immediately afterwards, thousands of thunder dragons descended from the sky and charged towards the Zhenyang Pavilion. Thousands of thunder dragons were reflected in Zhou Xian's eyes. Every thunder dragon exudes a breath of destruction. Xian, I'll take you away in a while. Master, I don't want to run away. My family is gone, and now my master has been implicated by me as well. Besides, with so many powerful people here, where else can you run to? Foolish, there is hope as long as you are alive. With the great emperor late stage strong men added to the battlefield. The halls of Zhenyang Pavilion were blown to pieces. Dust mixed with blood mist floated in the air. Many forces close to Zhenyang Pavilion were terrified after seeing this scene. After all, for forces like theirs, Zhenyang Pavilion is already very powerful, with the great emperor in charge. But now Zhenyang Pavilion has no power to resist at all. The people of the Fire family, the most powerful family in Heavenly World, watched this scene from afar. Patriarch, are we going to let them run wild in our Heavenly World? It's just a Zhenyang Pavilion. It's harmless, not to mention that the Shenyang Zhao family and the Feng family have taken action. And there are other forces, but they are hiding in the dark. There's no need for us to get involved in this mess. It's not too much to ask for some resources from both companies after this. That's what the Patriarch said. The elder nodded in agreement after hearing the clan leader's arrangement. What's more, Feng Xiaoxiu's man is dead, and the Patriarch of the Shenyang Zhao family is dead. We got the news too late. If we had known earlier, I would have captured Zhou Xian and put him up for auction. These two families will definitely be interested. 10 minutes later. Lu Hua and Qianming were lying on the ground. Zhou Xian was surrounded by disciples of Zhenyang Pavilion. Blood trickled down the stairs. At this time, Zhou Xian was the only one standing in Zhenyang Pavilion. Zhou Xian didn't say anything. He helped Qianming and Lu Hua up and brought 2 stones for them to lean on. We tried our best, old friend. Zhenyang's soul appeared, with white hair and hazy eyes. The 3 people knew each other since childhood, grew up together and then founded Zhenyang Pavilion. The 3 young men were full of vigor and vitality, but now they all have grey hair. Zhenyang's soul held both of their hands. I am sorry for getting you into trouble. Haha, Zhenyang, I can actually see you crying before I die. It's worth it to die. Yet, when I was young, no matter how badly I was hurt, I never said a word. It seems like I'm getting old after all, haha, Cough cough cough. Old friend, I have to go first. I can't fight alongside you anymore. After Qianming finished speaking, he closed his eyes and stopped breathing. Ahem, Zhen Yang. You talk, I'm listening. Come on, let's still be brothers in the next life. No, no. Zhen Yang roared towards the sky, and 2 lines of tears flowed out. Zhou Xian felt as if his heart was blocked. Then Zhou Xian picked up a sword from the ground and faced everyone. He protected the master's soul and the bodies of Qianming and Lu Hua behind him. Mu Lingyun, who was not far away, saw this scene and thought for a while. Is there any way to save him? It's better to save that soul as well. Miss, do you look down on the Feng family or the Huo family? Mu Lingyun showed a look of regret. If we rescue him now, he would be a great helper. But I can't take any risks. I can't expose myself now. I hope they won't take Zhou Xian's body away. Mu Lingyun is praying. Not far away, Shen Qingkai was also watching this scene, his eyes constantly changing. No, let's go. Shen Qingkai's face changed, and he suddenly thought of something. He thought of what Dongfang Wudao had told her. The Zhou family still has an ancestor alive. Don't forget that the other 2 ancestors of the Zhou family blew themselves up. A Saint Emperor appeared beside Shen Qingkai, broke through the void passage and left. At this time, the strong men of Feng family and Zhao family were watching all this with cold eyes. But at this moment, a figure suddenly appeared in front of Zhou Xian. Zhou Xian felt a familiar breath. Who are you? Zhou Chong didn't say anything, and the aura of the Saint Emperor realm burst out. The strong men from the Feng family and the Zhao family did not show any nervous expressions. Just a Saint Emperor. Zhou Chong quickly tapped a few times beside him. Then a terrifying energy appeared. He's going to blow himself up. The Feng family great emperor late-stage strongman murmured. Is there anyone who can bully my Zhou family? After he finished speaking, a surge of power appeared. The great emperors of the Feng family and the Zhao family worked together to isolate the power. Go to hell with us. After saying that, he took out 10 rings. Boom. Then the fiery sun crystal appeared. At this moment, everyone's faces changed drastically, even the people from the Huo family in the distance changed their faces. The sounds became sharper. Scorching sun crystal. Before he could react, a huge ball of fire shot straight into the sky, burning half the sky. The void was directly blown into a huge void vortex. A figure walked out of the Huo family's forbidden area. With a wave of his hand, the Huo family building was stabilized. Then he disappeared. Then it appeared in the huge storm above Zhenyang Pavilion. When the aftermath of the explosion touched him, it disappeared immediately. Seal up. Disperse. The huge force generated by the explosion was directly sealed. Then the power of law appeared and dispersed those powerful forces. Chapter 40. After doing all this, the ancestor of the Huo family just breathed a sigh of relief, looked at the huge crack in the sky, and sighed. Just about to restore the void. 3 figures suddenly walked out of the void, staring at him with cold eyes. The pupils of the Huo family's ancestor contracted. You. As soon as he finished speaking, the ancestor of the Huo family disappeared. Just when this ancestor disappeared, the void opened and 2 figures suddenly appeared. Then they felt the breath disappearing in the void, and their faces changed. Let's go to Feng's house. The 2 ancestors of the Huo family disappeared. In the hall of Dongfang Wudao. The ancestor of the Huo family looked at Dongfang Wudao in front of him calmly. At this moment, the power in his body has been sealed. 3 supreme late-stage masters ambushed him, a man in the early stage. He was also mobilizing his own strength to suddenly cut off his meridians. It almost made him explode. Who are you? The ancestor of the Huo family looked at Dongfang Wudao with curiosity in his eyes. He had never seen this young man before. You don't need to know. You are already a dead man. After Dongfang Wudao finished speaking, the void opened and the ancestor of the Huo family disappeared. Wudao, that guy is dead. Your idea is good. The Huo family must be getting nervous now. 2 old guys have already gone to the Feng family to question them. Those are just small tricks. By the way, his body has been placed in the Feng family. I see. Dongfang Wudao closed his eyes and tapped the armrest with his fingers. Then a figure appeared, holding another figure in his hand. Zhou Xian was confused at this time, then he looked up and saw Dongfang Wudao sitting at the top. It's you, it's you. It turns out you did all this. You are so cruel, aren't you afraid of retribution? Dongfang Wudao stopped tapping the armrest with his fingers, and when he moved them, a sword light appeared. Zhou Wudao disappeared into the air. The master killed Zhou Xian and gained a counterattack value of 200,000. The heroine Ye Qingxian of Luck was killed in the explosion, and the master obtained a counterattack value of 400,000. Dongfang Wudao didn't care when he heard the system prompt. The reason why Zhou Xian has so little luck left is because he has already obtained the biggest Tianwei token. As for why they wanted to kill the ancestor of the Huo family, of course it was planned from the beginning. When Dongfang Wudao knew that Zhenyang Pavilion was in Qi Heavenly World, he thought of letting Zhou Chong self-destruct. As for the fiery sun crystal, it is rare for others, but it is very abundant for the Dongfang family. For many big families, there are quite a few, more or less. The power of this explosion is definitely not small. The strong men of the Feng family and the Zhao family will be killed. By then, the ancestor of the Huo family will definitely come out to clean up the mess. When the time comes, we will launch a sneak attack and then throw the bodies to the Feng family. The two families had not had much involvement originally, but this time they were involved together. The Huo family should be able to see that the Feng family was framed, but they can't escape the connection either. The golden age is about to come, and an ancestor of the Huo family has died. What will happen when the disciples of the Huo family meet the disciples of the Feng family? With the accumulation of power little by little, the two families will eventually go to war. Another thing is to let Mu Lingyun save Zhaoju once more. After saving his life twice, Zhaoju should be completely dependent on Mu Lingyun. At this time, the Feng family had already fallen into panic. The two ancestors of the Huo family released their pressure at will. Many Feng family disciples were pressed to the ground and unable to get up. At this time, the head of the Feng family didn't dare to breathe. The pressure brought by the powerful people in the Supreme Realm is too great. Huoyan and Huoyu, the two fellow deists, have such bad tempers. The void opened and two figures walked out. Feng Yu, Master Feng, please don't play dumb with us. This incident is related to your Feng family. We are also very sad about what happened to the Huo family, but this time it was not us who did it. If your Feng family hadn't brought people to our heavenly world, would this have happened? Oh, you said my Feng family brought someone over, where is that person? Feng Yu asked back. You. Huo Yan knew that all the people who went to Feng's house were killed in the explosion, so there was no one left. Feng Yu, you have a really clever mouth. You must have licked a lot when you were young. That's right. You and your mother are quite happy. After Huo Yan heard this, his face turned as black as the bottom of a pot. I'm not here to argue with you, Feng Yu. Your Feng family has a huge role in this matter. I didn't say it's okay, why are you so nervous? At this time, the head of the Feng family said something to Feng Yu. The Feng family ancestors' face changed. You two, follow me. Huoyan and Huoyu looked at each other and had a bad feeling in their hearts. When they arrived at a remote place, they found a dismembered person. After Huoyu saw this, his aura was involuntarily released. Above the 9 heavens, thunder suddenly struck, and half of the sky above the entire Feng family became dark. Feng family, how do you explain? Feng Yu was silent this time. After all, Huo Kai's body appeared in their Feng family. Two fellow deists, please be patient. My Feng family will definitely investigate and give you an explanation. Feng Yu was also angry. After all, this was a frame-up of their Feng family, and he also wanted to know who did it. The term. Otherwise, war. Although our Huo family has lost a supreme being, we can still bring down your Feng family even if the Huo family refuses to give up. Feng Yu and Feng Shi's faces turned gloomy. Originally, the Huo family was quite happy about the death of a supreme being. But I can't be happy now. How about you deduce it? Haha, Wind Master is quite good at this. Let us deduce the traces of the Supreme Realm. You must know what the backlash will be like. If things go wrong, one of our Huo family will be killed. Master Feng, your Feng family has some ulterior motives. 10 days. I'll give you 10 days, or we'll go to war. After Huo Yan finished speaking, he left with Huo Kai's body. Feng Yu and Feng Shi, the two ancestors of the Feng family, looked unhappy. Two ancestors, what should we do next? What to do? Let it sit. The head of the Feng family did not say anything. His daughter and granddaughter had just died, and his temper was not yet bad. Feng Yu took a deep breath and looked at Feng Mo. Forget it, your daughter and granddaughter just died, you should go down and rest first. The Wind Master looked at the wind and rain. Brother, will the Huo family really start a war? It's hard to say. The Huo family is famous for their bad tempers. They can explode at any time. If things go wrong, there might really be a war this time. It seems that there is a traitor in our Feng family, otherwise why would the body be brought in? First, investigate the Feng family disciple who discovered the body, and then find out which Feng family disciples have been out recently, especially those who have just returned from outside. The Wind Master nodded. This was the only solution at the moment. Huoyu, who was leaving at this time, looked at Huoyan. Brother, do we really want to go to war with the Feng family? Chapter 41. Huoyan shook his head. Everyone knows that our Huo family has a bad temper. This time, the loss of a foundation is a huge blow to our Huo family. The Feng family can't find out. Then brother, you. Others have already thought of using the Feng family, and the body appeared at the Feng family, so it's obvious that it wasn't done by someone from the Feng family. But a supreme being of my Huo family has died, and I am unwilling to accept this. Others must have thought of a way out. When the time comes, if the Feng family cannot find out the truth, they will have to go to the Huo family to apologize. No matter what, they can't escape responsibility. When the Feng family comes to visit, we will have the initiative. And you haven't noticed that the concentration of spirit chi in the immortal domain has changed. The golden age is coming. We also need to escort the disciples of the Huo family. This time, other people's understanding of our Huo family's character helped us. By the way, Shenyang Zhao family also showed up. I know that the Zhao family also has an old guy. If we take action against the Zhao family, that old guy will definitely do something crazy. And they have also noticed what happened today. Don't worry, they will compensate you with resources when the time comes. We can't push them too hard, or the two families will unite. Now I feel that a big hand has appeared in the dark, trying to stir up the situation in Hongmeng Immortal Domain. Great times also mean great chaos. There will be more and more things happening in the future. Recently, please restrain the disciples of the Huo family. Don't be too arrogant. Don't let others use you as pawns. Heavenly World is a hidden place. Ahem. A coughing sound was heard. Zhaoju looked around and then saw the person sitting with his back to him. Zhaoju looked at Mu Lingyun. Thank you, you saved my life again. Oh, you don't doubt that I harmed you. I told you the whereabouts of Zhou Xian. Otherwise, your Zhao family wouldn't have lost several strong men. Zhaoju sighed. It's fate, maybe this disaster is destined to happen. You are quite open-minded. What do you think about what happened today? A Supreme Realm person disappeared from the Huo family. He was taken away by someone. Zhaoju's pupils contracted. Mu Lingyun also sighed. She had not expected what happened this time. And there is no such plot in the original book. If a supreme being really died in the Huo family, the biggest suspects would be my Zhao family and the Feng family. If I am not wrong, it won't be long before the body of the supreme master who died in the Huo family will appear in one of our two families. The people of the Huo family all have bad tempers, I'm afraid. But the chance of appearing in the Feng family is much greater. It looks like some people want to stir up trouble. Mu Lingyun agreed with what Zhaoju said, and then told him about the Huo family's movements. After the supreme being of the Huo family disappeared, two more ancestors of the Huo family appeared and went to the Feng family. Zhaoju thought for a moment before continuing. If I were that person, I would have the body appear in the Feng family right now. I still can't guess what the Huo family's attitude will be after they find out. I think the Huo family can use their well-known temper to threaten the Feng family. War is inevitable, but not now. The Golden Age will slowly come, and they have to protect the disciples of the Huo family. But when the disciples of the Huo family see the disciples of the Feng family and my Zhao family, they will kill them. After all, they are of the same age. If the younger generation fights, then they will die. But this contradiction is getting deeper and deeper, and war will eventually break out. Mu Lingyun nodded after hearing this. This was the same idea as hers. But I do think there is an opportunity before me now. When Mu Lingyun heard what Zhaoju said, there was curiosity in her eyes. Now neither the Zhao family nor the Feng family can escape the relationship. Anyway, I've already offended him, and I'm sure I'll have to pay for the resources in the end. So I, the Zhao family, can take this opportunity to cooperate with the Feng family. The Huo family can only suffer in silence in this way. Even the compensation resources depend on how much compensation is paid. Especially when the golden age comes, resources are particularly important. Mu Lingyan's eyes lit up. I secretly sighed that Zhaoju was indeed smart, but it was a pity that he died with Yang Qi in the original text. Now that Yang Qi is dead, I don't know if I can make it to the end. Now I want to go back to Zhao family. You'd better take care of your injuries. You almost died. By the way, who do you think did this? Oh, do you suspect someone? I wonder if it's him. Are you talking about the person Miss Shen knows? Who is he? Dongfang Wudao, divine child of the Dongfang family. Dongfang Wudao, what a domineering name, he doesn't even take Tao seriously. At this time, in the palace of Dongfang family, two figures appeared beside Dongfang Wudao. That Zhaoju is not dead, right? Reporting to divine child, Zhaoju is not dead, he is with Mu Lingyun. Okay, I understand. I remember there is a strong man in Zhao family. Yes. Let the Zhao family know that Zhaoju has suffered a serious injury and is in danger, and lure that old guy out. Then let him go to see the king of hell. The Huo family has been holding back their anger, so they need to let others vent it. Otherwise, if you hold it in for too long, something bad might happen. Respect the divine child's orders. After the secret guards left, Dongfang Wudao thought about his next plan. If I'm not mistaken, Zhaoju is now planning to cooperate with the Feng family. The Huo family will not start a war. A golden age is coming, and many people will endure it if they can. Resources are the most important thing now. If the two companies join forces, the resources required for compensation will be much less. In the ancestral land of Dongfang family, several ancestors gathered together. Wudao has been making quite a lot of noise lately. The 9th ancestor sighed. The 8th and 7th patriarchs nodded. I lived too peacefully before, but now I feel a little comfortable. I don't know if there is something wrong with my heart. It would be a bit troublesome if the old guy from the Zhao family was lured out. That guy is quite powerful. The 7th patriarch thought about it. I won't let the Dark Guard commander take action this time. I will take action to prevent any accidents from happening. The 8th and 9th patriarchs were stunned after hearing this. Is it unnecessary for you to take action? I'm making a fuss about nothing. The 9th ancestor sighed. I'll go, it's a good opportunity for me to go out for a stroll. After saying this, the 7th ancestor disappeared. He goes out, isn't this bullying? Okay, let the 7th ancestor go. But I find it hard to believe that Wudao has such a mind. The 7th patriarch changed the topic and brought the conversation back to Dongfang Wudao. Yeah, maybe he went through some things. Didn't they say that Si Hanya was killed by him? Love can really make people grow. The two people smiled at each other. When Shen Qingkai arrived at the Dongfang family, it was already evening. Seeing the strange looks from the Dongfang family, Shen Qingkai gave up struggling. After arriving at the Dongfang Wudao palace, he walked straight in. Then he picked up the kettle and started drinking. He didn't notice at all that Dongfang Wudao's face had turned dark. Chapter 42. Hiccup. Shen Qingkai, can you please pay attention to your behavior, like a buffalo? Okay, sir. After Shen Qingkai finished speaking, he poured himself another cup. Take a small sip, then a big gulp. Dongfang Wudao was speechless. Shen Qingkai was angry. I'm running around here and there just to pull you out of the abyss. You are fine, drinking tea here, looking very leisurely. If I didn't know you were a dark man, I would have really thought you were a gentleman. Bah, black-bellied man, scumbag. Shen Qingkai, I feel like you are cursing me in your heart. Shen Qingkai's heart tightened. Then he walked in front of Dongfang Wudao and lifted Dongfang Wudao's chin with his index finger. Tisk tisk tisk, Dongfang Wudao has such a handsome face, there's no need to feel sorry for him. How about we form a partnership, you be the gigolo and I be the boss. We'll split the money, we earn 50 to 50, and I'll take 90%. Dongfang Wudao opened Shen Qingkai's hand. Shen Qingkai sat down. You almost killed me. Did you do this time? Dongfang Wudao did not answer, tacitly acknowledging that his attitude had already been expressed. Shen Qingkai took a breath of cold air. This guy doesn't care about the lives of living beings. But what is the reason why Dongfang Wudao does this? It would be easy to kill Zhou Xian if you wanted to, but why did you make such a big deal about it? Aren't you afraid of being found out? Aren't the Feng family and the Huo family already at loggerheads? After hearing Dongfang Wudao's question, Shen Qingkai fell silent. I didn't take it seriously at first, because I thought that 2 of the Zhou family's ancestors had exploded, but this one was still alive. So she left, and she looked at the heavenly fire flame from a distance with a shocked look on her face. That kind of power is too terrifying. Then, a supremely powerful person appeared from the Huo family and stopped the explosion from spreading. She had anticipated that this supremely powerful being would die. Taking advantage of Zhou Xian's death, the Huo family, Feng family, and Zhao family were all involved. Mr. Dongfang is really good at scheming, but I failed at the last moment. But you also gave the Zhao family and the Feng family the opportunity to work together to fight against the Huo family. Dongfang Wudao smiled. No, the Zhao family has no chance. Shen Qingkai's eyes showed an expression of as expected. The Dongfang Wudao in front of him has turned into a very evil person, and is full of dirty water. Let me save Dongfang Wudao. What the hell, look at what he did. Tired, destroy it. When Shen Qingkai thought of this, he lay on the chair and looked up at the palace. Dongfang Wudao looked at Shen Qingkai. This is a good girl, we can't let her rest. I'm giving you a gift, do you want it? Shen Qingkai shook his head. The gift from Dongfang Wudao was too hot to handle. Are you sure you don't want it? I snatched this from the Zhou family's ancestor. Shen Qingkai took a look, sat up straight, and then looked at the token. Dongfang Wudao pushed the token in front of Shen Qingkai. Shen Qingkai couldn't believe it for a moment. But there was no rush to take it away. Dongfang Wudao, do you know what this thing represents? Also, do you know what this thing is used for? I don't know, and I don't want to know. Since you want it, I'll give it to you. Would you like me to tell you a story? I don't want to listen. It's just a token. Shen Qingkai looked at Dongfang Wudao, who remained calm and didn't know whether Dongfang Wudao knew about this or not. Thank you, Dongfang Wudao. I really need this. As long as it's useful to you. Shen Qingkai's face turned red. This guy's seemingly unintentional actions were stirring people's hearts. Shen Qingkai secretly made a decision that if Dongfang Wudao still died, she would make him into a beautiful specimen. This was her promise to Dongfang Wudao. Dongfang Wudao watched Shen Qingkai sizing him up seriously, cursing inwardly, wondering if this guy was trying to turn him into a specimen. By the way, Mu Lingyun should have gone there as well. There was doubt in Dongfang Wudao's eyes. Who is Mu Lingyun? Oh, the guy you asked me to kill. Shen Qingkai's face darkened, but Dongfang Wudao really didn't need to take Mu Lingyun to heart. It looks like I really have to find an opportunity to kill her, otherwise she will do something bad. At this moment a secret guard appeared. After seeing Shen Qingkai, his face froze and he was about to leave. What is it? Dongfang Wudao asked. Divine child, it's not a big deal, but it's a little weird. Many of our secret guard's outer members died. Their deaths were normal and did not arouse any suspicion. But I always feel that something is wrong. When a few people died at the beginning, we didn't care at all. But one after another, some were killed by monsters, and some were assassinated. Some of them died in traps during their training. In just 3 days, thousands of peripheral members died. No matter how we investigated, there were no clues. Everything was normal. After hearing this, Dongfang Wudao tapped the armrest with his fingers, a thoughtful expression in his eyes. The peripheral members died by the thousands, which was quite interesting. Shen Qingkai also had a thoughtful look on his face. What do you think? After hearing Dongfang Wudao's question. Has one of them been exposed or betrayed? Dongfang Wudao smiled but didn't say anything. He knew that Shen Qingkai was not telling the truth. You go down and rest first. Shen Qingkai nodded, stood up and left. Don't panic, it's just a minor problem. Looks like a little mouse has appeared. You go down first. After seeing the secret guard leave, Dongfang Wudao closed his eyes and began to ponder. What Shen Qingkai said just now was just one aspect, and this possibility cannot be ruled out. There is another possibility, that someone else appears who knows what will happen in the future. The outer members of the secret guards can understand it so clearly. The first possibility is that there is a traitor among the secret guards, or that they have been infiltrated by someone else. The second is that a person who has been reincarnated is reborn, and this person knows what will happen in the future. The third one is someone similar to Mu Lingyun. The fourth is the people around you in the future, who are your confidants and know you well. Then I did something to let him down, and after my rebirth, I started to plan for myself. At this time, Shen Qingkai was also thinking. Could it be that someone like Mu Lingyun has appeared, or is it a person who has been reincarnated? But even if I knew the plot, it was impossible for me to know the outer members of the secret guards. There was no record of it before, except that many families had secret guards of the Dongfang family. Could it be those four? During the late stage, there were 4 people around Dongfang Wudao. Suiyang of the Blood Clan is respectfully called the Blood God. Demon race demon in white clothes is called Demon God. The Huan family's Huanmeng is respectfully called Wu. Xiaoyu of the Evil Clan is respectfully called the Evil God. The 4 of them eventually became Dongfang Wudao's confidants, and each of them was extremely powerful. In the end, when Dongfang Wudao was avenging Tu Tian for his family, the formation did not have enough energy, so he directly sacrificed 4 people. To be honest, Dongfang Wudao died in the end because he had to withstand many attacks from the Son of Fortune alone to fight Tu Tian, and then died in battle. Even though many Sons of Fortune achieved the Supreme Realm, they were all destroyed by Dongfang Wudao. For that battle, Dongfang Wudao almost slaughtered all the creatures in Hongmeng Immortal Domain. Could it be that something happened to the 4 of them? Or are there other people who have reincarnated from the future? Chapter 43. On the next day, Shen Qingkai found Dongfang Wudao again. I found that Dongfang Wudao still looked very leisurely. Do you know who did this? Dongfang Wudao shook his head. Then why are you so free? Aren't you afraid of something happening? Since that person knows, let him do it. There are so many secret guards. If they die, we can recruit more. Besides, they are not members of my Dongfang family. They don't feel bad about killing their own people, so why should I feel bad? Shen Qingkai was stunned. That makes damn sense. You are quite open-minded. For example, this teacup is very beautiful and priceless. After Dongfang Wudao finished speaking, the teacup fell and broke. Do you feel sorry? A little bit. But if you feel sorry for it, can it be restored? If it's lost, it's lost. Why bother yourself with it? Shen Qingkai looked at the teacup, thoughtfully. It looks like you've figured it out. Why bother yourself with trivial matters? Don't you have any suspects? No. Haha, Dongfang Wudao, this is not like you. I noticed that since I met you, you rarely go out of the Dongfang family. Instead, you relax at home and drink tea. Now, many evildoers are fighting for a title out there. Statements are tiring, why bother? Didn't you say I never went out? How about I take you out to play today? After hearing Dongfang Wudao's words, Shen Qingkai was stunned. Let's go. We are bored today. Let's go out and have some fun. After Dongfang Wudao finished speaking, Cheng Huang appeared. After Dongfang Wudao rode on it, he stretched out his hand. Shen Qingkai looked at the hand that Dongfang Wudao stretched out, his eyes stunned. Then he held out his hand. Dongfang Wudao's hands were a little cold. Cheng Huang broke through the void and disappeared. Shen Qingkai leaned in Dongfang Wudao's arms, his eyes revealing something unknown. Where are you planning to take me? You'll know when you get there. Shen Qingkai knew that Dongfang Wudao would not open his mouth even if he asked again. I simply stopped asking. When Dongfang Wudao emerged from the void passage, Shen Qingkai looked over. I found that this was a huge valley, but looking into the distance, I saw carved beams and painted buildings, and spirit chi gathered here. There is a peaceful scene above. Cheng Huang walked comfortably in the void. The people in Wanzhou Valley saw the yellow star in the sky with amazement in their eyes. Especially when he saw 2 people sitting on the yellow carriage, he thought to himself that they were a perfect couple. After seeing this scene, Shen Qingkai had a bad feeling. While they were talking, the sky above Wanzhou Valley suddenly turned dark. The storm began to sweep in, and soon there was a violent storm throughout the valley. Boom! A bolt of thunder cut through the void and fell from the sky. The creatures of Forget Your Trouble Valley appeared one after another. They looked at the scene in the sky with fear in their eyes. The Valley Master looked at the two figures on Cheng Huang. They were clearly a pair of immortal lovers, but against the backdrop of thunder, they looked like demons on a rainy night. Buzz buzz buzz. A towering hand cut through the darkness, and the hand that fell from the sky carried the force of 10,000 tons of thunder and came down directly. Wanzhou Valley had no power to resist and was instantly submerged by the sea. Shen King Kaihu stared at this scene in a daze. Is this absolute power? How? Does it look good? Dongfang Wudao asked. Shen King Kaihu did not speak. Cheng Huang broke through the void and walked towards the next place. The disappearance of Forget Your Troubles Valley concerned many people. They didn't know what had happened. A sacred land had disappeared just like that. After a few hours, Dongfang Wudao appeared again. The Holy Lord of Qingluan Sacred Land flew into the void and came in front of Dongfang Wudao. Who are you? Why did you come to my Qingluan Sacred Land? The Holy Lord Qingluan looked at Dongfang Wudao with fear in his eyes. He actually felt a deep pressure just from the young man in front of him. That kind of pressure penetrates people's hearts. Dongfang Wudao glanced down and saw many Sacred Land disciples looking at him. Who is that? She's so pretty. Yes, the girl in his arms is really beautiful, like a celestial immortal. But that man is really a monster. I always have a feeling that men are not bad either. I have seen the Eastern Divine Child. At this moment, the void opened, a green vortex appeared, and a figure walked out of it. Dongfang Wudao looked over. This is Qingluan, the founder of Qingluan Sacred Land. Dressed in blue, she still has a lingering charm. Oh, you know me? A little. Do you know why I'm here? I know, but this is the first time I've seen Divine Child snooping around for information about other forces and then coming to question them after killing them. Who told you that? I have no idea. Qingluan answered without thinking. She was a little angry when she thought about the Dongfang family planting spies in their sacred land. Cheng Huang broke through the void and disappeared. Qingluan breathed a sigh of relief after seeing Dongfang Wudao leave. Tisk tisk. A voice sounded and Qingluan's face changed. Not good, quickly start the formation. Just as Qingluan's voice fell, a huge golden hand rose from the ground. Directly lift up the entire Qingluan sacred land. A big golden hand with 5 fingers clenched. The entire Qingluan sacred land completely disappeared. The power of Qingluan Great Emperor did not even have the strength to resist and it completely dissipated. Shen King Kaihu was in the void, feeling the fluctuations behind him, and raised his head to look at Dongfang Wudao's profile. Dongfang Wudao glanced slightly and looked at Shen King Kaihu's eyes. What's wrong? Dongfang Wudao's tone was still so calm. Are you going to keep asking questions like this? No, no. I was just giving that unknown person a warning. What's the meaning? So many members of the Dongfang family's secret guard perimeter have died. If you were me, who would you suspect? Shen King Kaihu thought about it for a while. If I were a member of your secret guard, I would definitely suspect that there was a problem within your secret guard. Secret guards are also human beings. They are also afraid of being stabbed in the back, which can easily cause panic. Yes, but I know there will be no problem with the secret guards. In this case, destroy a few insignificant forces and warn that person. We, the Dongfang family, do not suspect the secret guards. And after they die, we, the Dongfang family, will avenge them. A simple move can calm the secret guards. Isn't that great? Shen King Kaihu thought about it and had to say that this was a very good idea. Do you think that person will still move? Why do you think you are alone? Why can't it be that some forces want to target our Dongfang family? Those families are not fools. They will plant spies in other forces. It just depends on who hides it deeper. Chaos will arise, and all parties will take the stage. It will depend on who will be the protagonist and who will be the female role. Dongfang Wudao murmured with a smile on his face. Chapter 44. Seeing Dongfang Wudao's smile, Shen King Kaihu felt frightened. I felt a chill running from the soles of my feet straight up to the top of my head. After returning to the Dongfang family, Dongfang Wudao once again returned to his palace, tapping on the handrail, wondering what he was thinking about. As for Shen King Kaihu, she has already left. After all, she has her own things to do. Although I don't know who you are, but your temptation of me is over, and I have given you the result you wanted. I hope you won't let me down. Dongfang Wudao didn't know the subsequent plot. But Shen Qingkai didn't know that he was the transmigrate. And he stopped himself from turning evil, which means that the original plot was that he turned evil. Needless to say, something earth-shattering must have been done in the end. Now all kinds of unexpected situations will arise. The purpose of destroying the two forces is to let those people know. Although he became the divine child of the Dongfang family, his personality did not change. Still so tyrannical, destroying other people's forces at every turn. Now that the test is over, those people will still feel that although things have deviated a little, they are still within the controllable range. A secluded place, in a small fenced courtyard. A pale, bloodless hand held a fishing rod. The void opened up, and a figure knelt on one knee behind him. How is it? Forget your Sorrow Valley and Qingluan Sacred Land were destroyed. I understand. You can go down. The figure disappeared. Dongfang Wudao, you are still so cruel. You destroy other people's forces just because of a disagreement. After a murmur, the fishing rod in front of him shook. Then a fish was caught. The pale hands form a sharp contrast with the red koi. You, it's you who's here again. Why are you so greedy? I caught 6 today, and every one of them was you. The pale hand moved its fingers, and the koi fish disappeared into the air. Someone come. As the voice fell, a figure knelt down behind him. How is it? My subordinates have opened the secret realm. 12 strong men have died. We have completely set up the place. It's not easy to open the void secret realm, but it's faster than I expected. Thank you for your hard work. This is what my subordinates should do. Withdraw once you're done, and don't let anyone find out easily. I have done as I was told. How are those crazy people doing? He still has no sense and is imprisoned with us. As long as it's open and the secret realm is closed, those people will start killing. Well done. Keep an eye on the Dongfang family's spies. If all the Dongfang family's spies disappear, that person will easily arouse suspicion. Keeping them might produce unexpected results. We will start taking action in 3 days to completely eliminate your aura. After saying this, he waved his hand and the man in black disappeared. Dongfang Wudao, the void secret realm is very important to you. I think quite a few prodigy will go there this time. They are all stepping stones anyway. It doesn't matter if they die early or late. Time flies by like a white horse. At this moment, the virtual world of gods shook a bit, and then a golden beam of light shot straight into the sky. Then a force of void appeared and bloomed in the sky. Countless forces were awakened. See the violent commotion in the sky and the raging power of the void. The eyes of many strong men were filled with greed. Such a powerful void force. Is this the virtual world? My spiritual power has increased a lot recently. I didn't expect that a powerful secret realm would appear now. Mu Lingyun, who was practicing in the Mu family, frowned after seeing this scene. Why did the void secret realm appear so quickly? This shouldn't happen. It's too early now. The void secret realm will only appear when the golden age arrives. After all, the void secret realm was established by a powerful person at the supreme level. It ranks among all the secret realms in the Hongmeng immortal domain. Will something unexpected happen? No, it looks like I have to go there too. The void divine pearl must be in my hands. Shen Qingkai was standing on a high mountain and sensed this aura. This is the power of the void. Could it be that the void secret realm has already appeared? That's impossible. Why would it appear at this time? It's so unusual. It looks like someone wants to target Dongfang Wudao. Could it be that they are the people I suspect? It's someone else. Shen Qingkai looked grim. I was originally planning to look for the sky-swallowing guards, but this time my plan was ruined again. No, I have to go find Dongfang Wudao, he can't go over. No, I'm afraid Dongfang Wudao has already realized that this is aimed at him. How can there be such a coincidence? The Zhang family of Tianwu realm at this time. A person appeared beside Dongfang Qingtian. Divine Child said, you should stay in seclusion and don't go to the secret realm this time. Dongfang Qingtian was stunned for a moment. Did Divine Child say anything else? Divine Child said that someone was coming for him, but Divine Child didn't say who it was. So you should be in seclusion now, and your realm should also be breaking through. Let the Zhang family sense your aura of breakthrough, then retreat, and don't worry about what happened this time. By the way, Divine Child asked me to tell you something. Don't let him down. After the figure finished speaking, it disappeared. Among the Dongfang family. Inside the heavenly palace, Dongfang Wudao looked at the projected image in front of him without any emotion. 3 secret guard commanders stood behind. There are 9 secret guards, and Dongfang Wudao is the divine child who leads 3 of them. However, when Dongfang Baikan was in seclusion, the token was given to Dongfang Wudao. Dongfang Wudao can master all 9 paths. Divine child, do you want us to investigate? It can't be found out. The secret guard was stunned when he heard Dongfang Wudao's words. What do you think of this secret realm? A very powerful secret realm. Yes, it's a very powerful secret realm. It appeared at the right time. Anju thought about it. Some of the secret guards just died, and now a secret realm has appeared immediately. It seems like there is no connection at all, but I always feel there is some connection. Dongfang Wudao didn't say anything, but moved his fingers and the power of void appeared. Anju, Amba, and Ankai were stunned. They suddenly realized that Divine Child possessed the power of the void. Divine Child, what do you mean? Since others have already set up the stage, we have to go up and perform, otherwise others will waste their efforts. Divine Child, since it's a bureau, why do you still want to go in? If others dare to do this, it will definitely be disadvantageous to you. I don't think so. NBA thought for a moment and then spoke. First we need to find out why we are targeting Divine Child. From Divine Child to Divine Child, living in seclusion, who is plotting against Divine Child? And why did he plot against Divine Child? That's something we need to figure out first. Chapter 45. Instead of investigating the secret realm, it is better to investigate which family has lost a lot of strong people recently. Since such a large-scale arrangement has been made, a lot of strong people must have been lost. But considering that we lost so many secret guards before, those who arranged it should know that we are the spies planted by the Dongfang family. Now that we know who the spy is from our Dongfang family, we can monitor him secretly. They can even pass us false information, divert our attention, and make our Dongfang family hostile to other forces. We did this and fell into the trap. After Emba finished speaking, he sighed. If it's really targeting Divine Child, there's a bigger problem. The secret realm of the power of the void. Generally speaking, the lowest level of one who can master the power of the void is the Great Emperor realm, or even achieve the Supreme realm. How many family members will go in? If my guess is correct, there is only one ending for Prodigy who goes in, and that is death. But Divine Child will come out of this safe and sound. What do you think those forces will think at that time? After An-Chi finished speaking, he sighed and then looked at Dongfang Wudao. If you don't go in, you don't have to think so much. But Divine Child has already said that the stage has already been set up. Divine Child has decided to go. It's not easy for them to stop it. What a vicious plan. No, no. At this time, Anju reacted. Since this person has planned such a large-scale operation and so many strong people have died, the opportunities inside should be taken away. In that case, why did you go there, Divine Child? A question for you. Divine Child, please. How about the power of the void? The 3 of them looked at each other. Divine Child, is this even a question? Anyone who is not a fool knows how powerful the power of the void is. The golden age is coming. Dongfang Wudao murmured. An-Chi pondered over Dongfang Wudao's words. I understand what Divine Child means. Divine Child is indeed very thoughtful. NBA and Anju thought about it for a moment and suddenly came to their senses. Yeah, I almost forgot. The golden age is coming, which means huge turmoil. Big clans like us must want to master the power of the void. Even though the secret realm is powerful, its top level is the supreme realm. That person calculated so much, but he didn't calculate people's hearts. People are shameless. So this time, there will be many supreme masters pretending to enter the secret realm, obtaining the void inheritance, and then passing it on to the younger generations of the family. It seems that person only schemed against Divine Child, but ended up falling into the hands of the inferior. That person has prepared many methods, but the supreme strong man who went in can easily stop him. Although I don't know what means they use, I can roughly guess it. So, when the time comes, let the 7th ancestor sneak in, use some forbidden formations, and go with the flow. If a few of those who sneaked in died, what would the family do? Those people are not fools. They know it was man-made. Then someone will help us explore that little rat. So there's absolutely no need for us to go to the trouble of investigating those things. After Anju finished speaking, he looked at Dongfang Wudao, not knowing whether what he said was correct or not. Dongfang Wudao just smiled and didn't say anything. Seeing that Dongfang Wudao didn't speak, Anju felt shocked. The three people pondered over what Dongfang Wudao said, and didn't understand what Dongfang Wudao meant by hinting that the Golden Age was coming. Was their analysis wrong? Dongfang Wudao looked at the movement in the distance. I can already feel a slight sense of oppression coming from the void. Dongfang Wudao believed that since that person dared to make such a big move, he had already thought of all these. The first is that it's all the younger generation that goes in, but only I come out. The second time, those strong men pretended to go in, but they met with unexpected disasters. If the third one lets the seventh ancestor in, I'm afraid there will be recorded scenes inside. No matter what happens inside, it will be unfriendly to the Dongfang family. It's not that I'm afraid of offending these people, but the Golden Age is coming and many forces will experience turmoil. Many forces will unite and offend too many people, which will not be worth the loss. As for finding out who did it, it's too difficult. The Hongmeng immortal domain has gone through countless years, and there are countless forces that cannot be hidden. Some forces are even isolated from the world and have never appeared. Besides, the place where Secret Realm appeared this time was the Virtual God Realm. The Su family of the Sushan Realm is not wrong. Since ancient times, there have been people in their family who have mastered the power of the void. The Secret Realm appeared, and it was in their territory, so many forces would give face to the Virtual God Realm. The person who was plotting behind the scenes must have thought of this. Therefore, if those powerful ones want to pretend to enter, the Virtual God Realm will not allow it. Because only the prodigy of their virtual world has the greatest chance of obtaining the things in the Void Secret Realm. They will not allow destruction. So what Anju said just now was wrong. Thinking of this, Dongfang Wudao left. After seeing Dongfang Wudao leave, Anju, Anba and Anqi looked surprised. What do you think Divine Child is thinking? I don't know. Divine Child is getting harder and harder to guess these days. If you can't figure it out, don't do it. We'll do whatever Divine Child tells us to do. Isn't it good not to use our brains? After hearing what Anqi said, the two felt that it made sense. Dongfang Wudao arrived at the ancestral land and found the seventh ancestor. After saying something to the seventh ancestor, he left. The seventh patriarch looked at Dongfang Wudao's back and fell into deep thought. What is Wudao thinking about? The eighth ancestor shook his head. I don't understand. When the old man Sukong from the Su family disappeared, I didn't expect that he was dead. Haha, he was originally a person who had a falling out with the Su family. Over the years, the Su family has been looking for his whereabouts, but they didn't expect that he was already dead and buried himself in their own territory. But I think Wudao doesn't seem to be in a hurry. If Wudao obtains Elder Su Sukong's inheritance, it will be of great help to him. According to the records, the Su family lost an important treasure, which led to a falling out between Elder Sukong and the Su family. A Supreme fell out with the family, and it seems that it was that thing. Void Divine Pearl. Let Wudao go. If the Void Divine Pearl really appears, we can just snatch it away. Dongfang Wudao got on his Huang horse and headed towards the Sushan realm. At this time, the people of the Su family were already guarding the secret realm next to the secret realm. They have sensed a familiar breath. But when they saw the person coming, they were also frightened. There are countless spiritual boats and pavilions in the sky, each of which represents a powerful force. Tap tap. Suddenly, footsteps were heard around the silent secret realm. Many forces looked over. Cheng Huang walked out of the void. Many forces looked shocked when they saw the newcomer. The white hair falls naturally and flutters slightly, there is a cinnabar mole between the eyebrows, and a pair of phoenix eyes are calm and without any waves. The temperament is elegant and noble, and the posture is graceful. Chapter 46. Who is he? Isn't that the Cheng Huang mentioned in ancient history? What a noble man! Whose family is this young master from? Strange, I can't even tell what his strength is. Where on earth did this guy come from? When Mu Lingyun saw Dongfang Wudao coming over, her eyes began to ponder. She had already figured out that this secret realm was probably aimed at Dongfang Wudao. So she was also investigating secretly. She suspected that there were people who were reborn or reincarnated, and there might even be people who traveled through books. But after investigation, there was no trace. It was as if this person didn't exist. She even suspected that she was overthinking it, but the feeling that things were out of control was getting stronger and stronger. Dongfang Wudao looked at the incoming forces. Dao Sect, Langhuan Academy, King Clan, Red Dust Realm, Floating Cloud Realm, Dan Zone, Qi Zone, Zhen Zone, and so on are all here. You must be Dongfang Wudao, the divine child of the Dongfang family. At this moment, a man with a burly figure, handsome face, and full of domineering aura appeared. After hearing that Dongfang Wudao was the divine child of the Dongfang family, many people looked at Dongfang Wudao. There are many immortal domain prodigy, but I don't know your level yet. We can have a sparring match sometime. The person who was speaking had an air of dominance and majesty. The divine child of the King clan is quite leisurely. Dongfang Wudao looked at the sky and said in a calm tone. Kang Tian did not show any surprise when he saw that Dongfang Wudao knew him. A figure walked out of the Dao sect ship and saluted Dongfang Wudao with a fist. I also want to spar with Divine Child. Does Divine Child have time? Dao Wan Wu, I said it first, you stand aside, or I will beat you too. Kang Tian, it seems that your Kang Tian tyrant blood has increased again, otherwise you wouldn't be so arrogant. The sky snorted coldly and ignored everything. Eastern Divine Child, don't pay attention to this guy. He is full of bad intentions, just like that old pervert from Langhuan Academy. Brother Kang Tian, it's not good to slander people like this. A figure walked out from the Langhuan Academy's ship. He was wearing a plain white robe, with his hair raised up with a white crown, and he looked like a scholar. The face is elegant and noble, which makes people feel good about it. Fu Yang Chen, am I wrong? While they were talking, a figure walked out from the void. She was wearing a red embroidered and gilded skirt and a red agate tassel on her head, and she looked noble and charming. Her lips are like red clouds, her eyes are bright and her teeth are white. She is so beautiful that she can captivate the whole country. Seeing the newcomer, many people's eyes lit up. Fu Yangchen straightened his clothes and took a step forward. Fu Yangchen from Langhuan Academy, nice to meet you, young lady. Fu Yangchen. Shen King Kai spoke. Fu Yangchen smiled. I don't know him. His smile froze and he stood there in a daze. Laughter was heard from many ships. Shen King Kai walked directly towards Dongfang Wudao. Everyone showed envious expressions. It seemed that Shen King Kai and Dongfang Wudao knew each other. Dongfang Wudao stretched out his bony hand. Shen King Kai got on it, and then sat in front of Dongfang Wudao. Tisk tisk tisk, Fu Yangchen, did you see that? She's prettier than you, which means she has an advantage over you. An old pervert like you deserves to be single for the rest of your life. Fu Yangchen snorted coldly after hearing Kang Tian's words. Why did you come here? Shen King Kai transmitted a message to Dongfang Wudao. Oh, why can't I come over? Dongfang Wudao, I don't believe you didn't see that this was a conspiracy against you. Some of your Dongfang family's secret guards just died, and now a void secret realm has appeared. If these two things are not related, I won't believe it even if you kill me. It would be best if you didn't show up. Dongfang Wudao looked at Shen King Kai. Now that I'm here, do you have any good solutions? Or is the person who plotted this right here on the scene? After hearing Dongfang Wudao's words, Shen King Kai directly denied it. It won't be there. This is aimed at you and your Dongfang family. He has thought of all the ways out. It even knows you very well. If it shows up, it will be easy to be discovered, so it must be manipulating everything behind the scenes. Do you think it could be her? Dongfang Wudao said. When Shen King Kai came over, he naturally saw Mu Lingyun. No, this woman is arrogant and self-righteous. She doesn't have that much ability. And her power won't allow it. Anyone who is calculating must have a strong power. But there are too many people who can do it, so it's hard to guess. When Mu Lingyun saw Shen King Kai in the Mu family's team, there was surprise in her eyes. A person who is blinded by love is now seeking death by getting involved with Dongfang Wudao. Mu Lingyun looked at the entrance to the secret realm. At this moment, Shen King Kai's mind had exploded. At this moment, she was no longer calm. She had already guessed Dongfang Wudao's plan. Yes, this woman is ambitious, Dongfang Wudao had seen it a long time ago. I had asked Dongfang Wudao to kill her before. Dongfang Wudao never cared. It turned out that it wasn't that Dongfang Wudao didn't care, but that she had already become a pawn in Dongfang Wudao's various plans. This woman is ambitious, but her background is not good enough, and the Mu family cannot accompany her. In this case, she needs to build up her own network of relationships. So this time when the secret realm encounters danger, she will also find a way to save the heirs of these big families. Just save a few people and this invisible network of relationships will be established. Dongfang Wudao had seen through it a long time ago. That's why Dongfang Wudao dared to come. It was clearly a dead end, but it was ruined by Mu Lingyun. As long as there are other prodigy alive in the secret realm, Dongfang Wudao will be safe. By then, will the person who framed Dongfang Wudao cause trouble for Mu Lingyun? Even though the Mu family is powerful, the person who can plot such a big conspiracy should not be underestimated. If something happened to Mu Lingyun, what would happen to those who were treated by Mu Lingyun? Therefore, Dongfang Wudao must show up and use this opportunity to create many enemies for the person in the dark. What a deep mind! No, Dongfang Wudao would not calculate only this much. There are certainly more planned. Just when everyone had different thoughts, a golden light suddenly appeared at the entrance to the secret realm. The portal suddenly became larger. Everyone's eyes lit up. After all, they were only a short distance from the entrance to the secret realm and they could already sense the surging spirit chi. The strong man from the Su family sighed after seeing this scene. After all, those who came were all powerful families. If the younger generation enters, their Su family will be the most likely to inherit. So we must prevent some shameless old monsters from using tricks to impersonate young people. A void force suddenly appeared in the sky. Then a ray of light hit in the void. Many powerful people in secret frowned, and then understood what the virtual god realm meant. Chapter 47. The door to the secret realm opened, and everyone stopped waiting. One figure after another turned into streams of light and disappeared. Dongfang Wudao got off the huang and walked in side by side with Shen King Kaiu. As soon as I came in, I felt void power floating in the secret realm. Let's go, head straight to the center. Dongfang Wudao spoke. Shen King Kaiu nodded. Along the way, the two encountered many palaces, and even smelled the scent of the spirit pill. But Dongfang Wudao and Shen King Kaiu didn't even glance at them. Haven't you seen that many heirs of powerful forces are like this? For them, the void heritage in the center of secret realm is the most important. For the heirs of these big families, they can have as many of these things as they want. But there is one person who is different, that is Mu Lingyun. After all, the resources she had access to in the Mu family were limited. She knew that these seemingly insignificant things were the greatest benefits of the secret realm. When Mu Lingyun saw Dongfang Wudao and Shen King Kaiu rushing towards the center of secret realm, she did not stop them. Many people saw Mu Lingyun walking towards those inconspicuous palaces with confusion in their eyes. There were also many heirs of small forces who began to plunder these palaces. As they got closer, they could see from afar a huge palace floating in the sky above the center of the secret realm. The power of the void above is entanglement. The people who rushed over were more or less in a state of distress. After all, there are many monsters in the secret realm, and some of them have even reached the king realm. If I hadn't brought a lot of life-saving methods with me when I came here, I might have really died at the hands of the monster. As for Dongfang Wudao and Shen King Kaiu, they were also injured. When Shen King Kaiu saw Dongfang Wudao, his face didn't look very good. After all, they encountered monsters from the Saint Realm. If Dongfang Wudao had not resorted to some tricks, the two people would probably have died in there. It is indeed the inheritance of the ancestor of Old Man Sukong. Saint Child Su of the Su family felt the void power floating down from the void and murmured. Dongfang Wudao also looked at the huge palace in the sky. This secret realm is really shabby. Shen King Kaiu said softly. Yes, although it is simple, look at the heirs of those big families, how many of them don't have injuries on their bodies. Each family has deployed some means on their heirs, but they have almost all been used up. After all, the ones that appear all the time are Nirvana monsters or King Realm monsters. However, there are powerful monsters appearing in this palace, whose purpose is to consume the means of these inheritors. While Shen King Kaiu and Dongfang Wudao were talking, someone had already flown to the palace gate. No, I can't open it. To open it, of course, you need the power of the void. Nothingness snorted coldly. After saying this, the power of the void was injected into it. Crunch! A gap appeared in the door. He's dying. After seeing this scene, Shen King Kaihu murmured. Dongfang Wudao cannot be denied. While they were talking, a shrill voice rang out. The door is completely open. At the same time, a figure flew backwards from the void. Bang! The figure that flew backwards exploded into a bloody mist. At this time outside, the strong man of Su family was looking at the life card in his hand. His face changed when he saw Su Wu's life card shattered. Many powerful men walked out from the darkness and looked at the Su family with cold eyes. The meaning is very clear, none of us have gone in, but if you dare, go in and try. The strong man from Su family looked unhappy. At this moment, a black dragon appeared in the secret realm, with black scales glowing and black power entanglement around it. Especially those huge blood-red eyes, which make people feel chilling. Roar! A dragon roar sounded. After the hell dragon appeared, it looked around at everyone. Oh no, it's a hell dragon, it should be a guarding monster. Kill him, or none of us will be able to get through. At this time, no one dared to take the first step. After all, whoever took the first step would be targeted by the hell dragon. Snort! The sky snorted coldly. The Fang Tian Huaji in his hand was stuck into the ground. Then a drop of blood appeared and smeared on the Fang Tian Huaji. Buzz! Runes appeared on the Fang Tian Huaji, followed by a faint array pattern. Boom! The Fang Tian Huaji suddenly expanded, emitting an aura that could suppress the entire world. If you don't take action, you will die together. After Kang Tian finished speaking, the Fang Tian Huaji in his hand suddenly grew bigger. Slash at the hell dragon! Bang! A huge crashing sound was heard, and the Fang Tian Huaji hit the demon dragon's head, but only sparks flew out, and no damage was caused to the demon dragon. FK, that's hard. The sky cursed loudly. The hell dragon's pupils rolled, and its huge eyes stared at the sky. The sky felt a chill in its heart, and a black beam of light spurted out of the mouth of the hell dragon. Wherever it passes, life is destroyed. Kang Tian's eyelids twitched, his body moved, and he ran directly behind Fu Liangchen. Fu Liangchen's face turned dark and his eyelids twitched. At this time, the dragon's beam of light attacked the two of them. Fu Liangchen finally understood why this guy took the initiative to attack. Hehe, Fu Liangchen, you have schemed against me before, so I guess it's not too much to scheme against you this time. The beam of light approaches. Fu Liangchen moved his fingers, and a book appeared in front of him, full of ancient charm. Then the book grew larger, forming a huge shield. Bang! The sound of collision resounded everywhere. Crack, crack! The protection created by the ancient book was directly shattered, but it also blocked most of the power. The remaining energy spread to Fu Liangchen and Kang Tian. The two bodies flew backwards. Let's attack together, or we will all die here. Dao Wanwu looked solemn. With a flick of his finger, a bronze tripod appeared above his head. A sense of grandeur spread. After seeing Dao Wanwu taking action, Kang Tian, Fu Liangchen and everyone else used various methods. A compass appeared in the hands of Saint Child of Zhenzong. I'll control him first, and then you guys can attack together. My formation can only control him for a breath. When they heard the voice of Saint Child of Zhenzong, their eyes lit up. Set up the formation, bind it. A huge golden magic circle appeared, and 4 spirits appeared on it. The formation enveloped the demon dragon. Dense chains appeared on the bodies of the 4 spirits. These chains entangled the dragon tightly. There was panic in the demon dragon's eyes, and more importantly, brutality. Roar! A shocking roar was heard. Hurry up, or he will break free from control. Saint Child of Zhenzong turned pale and shouted loudly. Go! The bronze tripod above Dao Wanwu's head smashed directly towards the demon dragon's head. Fu Liangchen still had some fear in his eyes. 2 people flew over from a distance, with blood already at the corners of their mouths. Then a powerful aura appeared around the 2 people. The book is filled with murderous spirit, swords, and horses. An afterimage appeared in the Fang Tian Huaji, looking domineering and awe-inspiring. The weapons in Saint Child's hands kept shining, emitting a sense of destruction, and slashed at the demon dragon. A sword appeared in the sky above Dongfang Wudao. The mighty sword intent gathered and the sword was swung out. The attacks of others pale in comparison to this one. They looked at Dongfang Wudao in shock, but they understood that the demon dragon was the most troublesome thing now. Chapter 48. Boom! The sound of an explosion was heard, the earth shook, mountains collapsed, and the void collapsed. A blinding light illuminated the secret realm. As the attack faded, figures were seen breathing rapidly and looking pale. Roar! A terrifying roar rose straight into the sky. Everyone's face changed, and they didn't kill him. They relied on the power of weapons, which also contained the residual power bestowed by the elders of the clan. The scales on the demon dragon's body cracked and blood kept dripping. The ground has been dyed red by the blood of the evil dragon. Especially the sword scar that runs from the forehead to the abdomen. Make the dragon look even more ferocious and terrifying. Many people gasped, they knew that was left by Dongfang Wudao. Dao Wanwu looked at Dongfang Wudao deeply. Boom! Suddenly, the ground began to collapse, and the surrounding spirit chi gathered towards the demon dragon from all directions. The dragon's body swelled again, and more black energy appeared on its body. Then a force burst out from the demon dragon. The horrific aftermath radiated around. Bang, bang, bang. Whether it was Dao child or Saint child, they were affected by this force. His body flew backwards, and there was even a sound of broken bones coming from inside his body. Puff! Dao sect Dao child spat out a mouthful of blood, with horror in his eyes. Oh no, the demon dragon has turned into a mid-stage Saint King. Saint child of Zhenzong also had an unpleasant expression on his face. Can you still bind it? Yes, I can, but I will also suffer backlash. But the binding time can only be half sucked. But we can't launch the first attack. Dao Wanwu looked grim. Oh, that's not right. The evil dragon seemed to be staring at Dongfang Wudao. The huge body of the demon dragon was revealed. Human, no one has ever caused me so much harm. This demon dragon wants you dead. After the hell dragon finished speaking, evil fire appeared on his body. The black fire shot up into the sky and attacked Dongfang Wudao. Dongfang Wudao moved and disappeared. At this time, the dragon demon's breath became more and more violent. Then he broke through the void and attacked Dongfang Wudao. Dao Wanwu and everyone else breathed a sigh of relief after seeing this scene. I didn't expect that Dongfang Wudao was so powerful that he could directly leave such a big wound on the demon dragon. Fortunately, we are weak, otherwise the demon dragon would be targeting us now. Quick, let's go in quickly while the demon dragon leaves. Fu Yangchen stood up and walked towards the palace. He casually glanced at Mu Lingyun who was stunned, but didn't take it to heart. Many people quickly followed. Just after they entered, the palace gate suddenly closed. Many people were startled and ran to the palace gate, trying to open it, only to find that the gate was tightly closed. It can't be opened unless you obtain the inheritance of this place. The hall was dark, with only a faint light. Fortunately, they are all cultivators, and to them there is no difference between darkness and light. Hey, look, there are actually 6 coffins. Could it be that the inheritance is in these coffins? Don't move yet. Dao Wanwu hurriedly spoke out. Many family disciples looked at each other and walked towards a coffin stealthily. After all, their power is not as strong as these big forces. If they listen to them in everything, opportunities will have nothing to do with them. Crunch! The sound of the coffin opening was extremely harsh in the palace. Dao Wanwu looked grim. Who moved the coffin? Didn't I tell you not to move it? Fu Yangchen and Kang Tian both had murderous intent in their eyes. Of course they knew what these people were thinking, but the appearance of 6 coffins in the palace was not normal. They looked towards the west, and several young men were looking at Dao Wanwu. Fu Yangchen saw murderous intent in his eyes, and his body began to tremble. Array sect, pill sect, and weapon sect's saint child has protective gear around him. Who knows what will pop up? What's in the coffin? The voice of all things is majestic. Nothing. Empty. After hearing what several people said, Dao Wanwu ran over. After seeing that the coffin was empty, he frowned in thought. Could it be that these coffins are just a trick? Dao Wanwu took a deep breath, walked to another coffin, and then slowly opened it. This one is empty, too. Soon all 6 coffins were opened, and they were all empty. These coffins wouldn't be placed randomly in this place. Who? At this moment, a man cried out in fear. When everyone looked, they saw a hand on the man's shoulder. My fingers were dry and covered with black mud. Because of this person blocking the view, I couldn't see clearly who was behind. I could only see that the shawl was disheveled and there was a bad smell coming from the body. Soon a bad smell came from all directions. No, stand together. Fu Yangchen reacted and shouted, sweat already appearing on his hands. Figures gathered together. Only then did they realize that there were 6 more figures around them. His hair was unkempt and his face couldn't be seen clearly. The smell of human blood. A hoarse voice came. Dao Wanwu looked grim after seeing this scene. Oh no, we've fallen into a trap. This isn't the secret realm. Someone must have set a trap for us. No, the message cannot be delivered. Fu Liangchen's face also turned ugly. You still want to run away? Haha, stay and be our food. You guys are from the demon castle in the underground cave, right? Dao Wanwu asked. But the 6 figures ignored him, raised their heads, and their ferocious faces appeared in front of everyone. Rumble. The aura of madness began to spread from his body. Saint Emperor, Saint Emperor. After seeing that the 6 people all had the aura of Saint Emperor, everyone's faces changed drastically. Who set up this trap? The target is us. The sect investigated and found that the Void secret realm might be related to Old Man Void. Old Man Void was at the highest level when he was alive. Who is it that is so generous? Could it be someone from the demon city in the underground cave? A cacophony of voices was heard. Haha, die, die. The 6 figures disappeared, they were like wild beasts. Whoever he catches will be torn in half. Blood sprayed into the void, they raised their heads and licked the blood dripping from their mouths. It's been a long time since I drank such young blood. He he he. Saint Weapon appeared in Dao Wanwu's hands. Hurry, put up defense together, or we will all die. Crack. The Dan sect Saint Child formation has just risen. The hand covered with black mud had pierced his heart. A Saint Emperor had pierced him and ripped out his heart. Then he put the heart in his mouth. Beiji, Beiji. There was a chewing sound and blood spurted out. It's such a delicious delicacy. One after another protective formations rose up. Liu Dao had a body like a wild beast, with both hands placed directly on the formation. Kill you and eat you. After they finished speaking, the tremendous power in their bodies surged out. Click, click. The formation blocked for a while, then dense cracks appeared. Bang. The formation was broken. Fu Yangchen said to the sky that all things turned pale. Saint Child of Zhenzong looked unhappy. The power in my body is exhausted. After saying this, he looked at the 6 Saint Emperors walking towards them. They closed their eyes in despair. Crunch. Chapter 49. At this moment, a voice rang out. Their eyes snapped open. A beam of light suddenly appeared behind the closed door. As the door opened completely, Mu Lingyun was also shocked when she saw the situation in the hall. Quick, pass on the message. All things in the Dao reacted first. Then a message spread. Rumble. At this moment, several big hands suddenly appeared in the secret realm. The 6 beast-like bodies were crushed directly. Dao Wanwu covered his heart with his hands. If the ancestor had acted slower, he would have lost his life. Seeing the bloody handprint on his chest, there was a lingering fear in his eyes. The other survivors looked equally grim. Just as they walked out, a big hand appeared again. Then a demon dragon was crushed to death by the big hand. Dongfang Wudao found a big tree and leaned against it. Pale face and rapid breathing. Shen King Kaihu came over and supported Dongfang Wudao. Everything is fine. Fine. Everyone walked up to Dongfang Wudao. Eastern Divine Child, why didn't you send a message to the family before? He can't deliver. At this time, Dao Wanwu came over. After saying that, he walked to the palace gate and shattered it with one palm. A compass fell down. The entire secret realm was shrouded in formation. No one can pass the message out. Everyone looked unhappy. Who is trying to plot against us? Let's investigate after we get out. Investigate the demonic city in the underground cave first. Dao Wanwu's expression was equally ugly. Miss, may I ask your name? Dao Wanwu walked in front of Mu Lingyun. Mu Lingyun. Thank you Miss Mu for saving my life. This is my token. If you have any trouble, you can come to Dao sect to find me. This is my token. If you have any trouble, you can come to Zhenzong to find me. The King Clan. Chi Zong. One after another, people took out tokens and handed them to Mu Lingyun. Everyone, I hope you will come to Dao sect to discuss this matter. Dao Wanwu spoke, and his eyes turned to Dongfang Wudao. Can? Dongfang Wudao nodded. I also want to know who is behind this. After everyone came out, the various forces remaining outside the secret realm looked grim. The ancestor has just sent a message. They hurried up to check the heir's injuries. At this time, the Danzong strongman had a gloomy face, and murderous intent was constantly released around him. Everyone, please invite Dao sect to gather together to discuss this matter. The strong men from all parties nodded. After all, creating such a large-scale event was not something that ordinary people could do. Everyone had different thoughts and left with the younger generations of the clan. Dongfang Wudao sat on Cheng Huang, and a vitality force appeared. Shen King Kaihu also sat on the Cheng Huang. Cheng Huang broke through the void and disappeared. Mu Lingyun had already put the token away. This time her purpose was accomplished. But it's a pity about the void divine pearl. She also needs to think about who did it. A mysterious place, a small fenced courtyard. In his pale hand was a fishing rod. A figure knelt down behind him. The plan failed. Oh, why? The plan was ruined. Who? A person named Mu Lingyun, from the Mu family in the Ice and Snow realm. Do you want to? No, since Mu Lingyun saved them, if we kill her and destroy the Mu family, we will offend those people. Being enemies with so many forces is not a clear option. Not only that, but we also have to protect the Mu family. If the Mu family is destroyed and Mu Lingyun asks for help from those forces, what do you think those forces will do? I didn't think so much and almost made a big mistake. Please punish me, sir. It's okay. I didn't expect that something unexpected would happen. Fortunately, I asked you to kill those people who saw you in the demon city of the underworld. Young master, think long term. Go down. Dongfang Wudao, you are lucky. You won't be so lucky next time. After saying this, the fishing rod was lifted up and a koi appeared. The fish hook was removed and the koi was about to be released. My lord, something is wrong. What's the rush? Sir, the Mu family in the Ice and Snow realm has been destroyed. What? Sir, we were originally going to protect the Mu family, but suddenly a series of magic arrays appeared in the Mu family, and the entire Ice and Snow realm Mu family disappeared in an instant. The Mu family in the Ice and Snow realm has two supreme beings, yet they didn't even react. How is Mu Lingyun? They haven't returned to the Mu family yet. Go kill them. Yes, sir. Come back, don't move anyone. Now that those people have learned the news, they will definitely protect Mu Lingyun secretly. If we go now, we will be trapped. All of you retreat, and don't monitor Mu Lingyun. The more we do, the more mistakes we make, and we've already cleaned up our tail. Yes, sir. After seeing its subordinates leave, it picked up the koi. Then put it in the lake. I almost fell for it. Dongfang Wudao, is that you? It shouldn't be you. The demon dragon is real. It's just that when they are all dead, the demon dragon will be killed by the formation. Then you will be the only one alive. Who did it? Could it be the Dan sect? They lost Saint Child. We don't know who did it. We want to unite these forces and trace them. Interesting. After saying this, he threw the fishing rod into the lake again and lay down, looking leisurely. Mu Lingyun was on her way back to the Mu family when a figure blocked their way. Miss Mu, Dao Child invites you to visit Dao sect. Mu Lingyun had a bad feeling in her heart. Suddenly she thought of something and her face darkened. Is the Mu family destroyed? After hearing Mu Lingyun's words, the people who came showed surprise on their faces. Miss Mu, Dao Child invites you. Thank you Dao Child. The other people from the Mu family had disbelief on their faces. After realizing what was happening, he wanted to scold Mu Lingyun. They had already guessed that the downfall of the Mu family was related to Mu Lingyun. The strong men accompanying the Mu family pulled them. The Mu family is gone, and now we still have to rely on Mu Lingyun. Several disciples of the Mu family clenched their fingers, with unwillingness in their eyes, but finally lowered their heads. Heavenly World Dongfang family. In the hall, Dongfang Wudao looked relaxed and didn't look injured at all. The master destroyed the Mu family, son of fortune. Mu Lingyun's luck value decreased by 200,000, and the master's counterattack value increased by 200,000. Shen King Kaiu looked at Dongfang Wudao quietly. She knew that Dongfang Wudao would not only have these tricks up his sleeve. She believed that the Mu family must have been the work of Dongfang Wudao. Dongfang Wudao, do you know who did this? I don't know, but it probably won't dare to move now. That's right. Since the plan is so grand, the Hell Demon Cave shouldn't be able to find out any information. But Mu Lingyun should be unable to sit still. Chapter 50. 2 days later, an invitation appeared in front of Dongfang Wudao. 3 days later, the Eastern Divine Child was invited to the Dao sect for a gathering. After seeing the invitation, Dongfang Wudao gave a playful smile. In the blink of an eye, 3 days passed. Let's go, Dao sect. Dao Child invited us to visit Dao sect. Dongfang Wudao looked at the visiting card in his hand with a playful look in his eyes. Shen King Kai sat aside, and after seeing the playful expression on Dongfang Wudao's face, he had a bad feeling in his heart. Who is Dongfang Wudao targeting again? Dongfang Wudao took Shen King Kai Wana Huang and rushed towards Dao sect. Wait until Cheng Huang appears from the void. The sight before me came into view. The magnificent palaces float in the void, and a series of magic arrays connect these palaces, forming a natural formation. Especially the 1,000-foot-tall portal with the words Dao sect engraved on it. Cranes were flying in groups, and spirit chi waterfalls were flowing in the void, shuttling through the palaces. Eastern Divine Child, please. At this moment, an elder from Dao sect appeared and guided Dongfang Wudao forward. Dongfang Wudao nodded, and the elder looked at Dongfang Wudao curiously. Shen King Kaiu looked at this elder, his eyes thoughtful. If my guess is correct, this person should be the youngest elder of Dao sect, and should be one of the people who will grow into the ancestor level of Dao sect in the future. This elder is only 100 years old, and is already in the saint realm. After arriving at the palace, everyone stood up when they saw Dongfang Wudao coming. Everything, I'm leaving now. This elder spoke to Dao sect Dao Child. Everyone in the hall had different looks. The status of the elders was much lower than that of Dao Child. This person actually dared to call out the names of all things. Shen King Kaiu looked at Dongfang Wudao subconsciously. This elder appeared in front of Dongfang Wudao, and it was unclear whether he was good or bad. Dongfang Wudao looked around and found that almost everyone who had survived in the secret realm before had arrived. However, Danzong's new saint child also came. Everyone sat down and Dao Child spoke first. I think everyone should know that the Mu family has been destroyed. After all, Miss Mu saved our lives in the secret realm. Miss Mu's family is destroyed, and you should all do your part. The people who destroyed the Mu family should be the same group as the people who plotted against us in the secret realm. Fellow Daists, if anyone has any ideas, please feel free to speak up. I have also heard about what happened this time. Let me first express my humble opinion. This one is the new crown prince of the ancient divine dynasty. Dao Wanwu added one more sentence. Everyone nodded. I have also heard about the secret realm. After we met that demon dragon, something unexpected happened. Everyone went in, but there were 3 people outside who didn't go in. As for why you didn't go in, you should know better than me. We all know that if they dare to make a plan, they must ensure that the plan is foolproof. So everyone should understand what I mean. The prince of the ancient divine dynasty paused after he finished speaking. Everyone in the hall looked at each other. Everyone inside and outside the palace is a suspect. First, if we are inside, we can wait until everyone is killed and the matter will be over. It's the same outside. Wait until everyone inside is dead, and then it's over. I have inquired about it. If the formation had not been lifted, the people in the palace would have been buried inside. Many people nodded, and they still feel scared when they think about it now. Miss Mu used the formation breaking shuttle to destroy the formation. I suspected before that Miss Mu did this to gain your favor and use you to do something, but when the Mu family was destroyed, I knew that my guess was wrong. In addition, I also noticed that the demon dragon is at the Saint King level. If you all unite, the demon dragon will be fine. Finally, the demon dragon set its sights on the Eastern Divine Child. You used all kinds of methods at that time, but the demon dragon was fine. Why was Dongfang Wudao Divine Child able to resist the demon dragon for such a long time? I wonder if Divine Child can give me an explanation. Also, this girl, we don't know who you are. Or did you use the Divine Child? After all, there are only 3 of you outside, and Miss Mu is the weakest, so she was knocked unconscious. Eastern Divine Child, can you give me an explanation? Shen King Kaihu said nothing and looked at Dongfang Wudao. Dongfang Wudao was tapping the armrest, not knowing what he was thinking about. Then he raised his head and looked at the prince of the ancient divine dynasty. Are you doubting me? It's not that I doubt divine child, I'm just afraid that some people might overthink it. I'm helping divine child prove its innocence. After the crown prince of the ancient divine dynasty looked into Dongfang Wudao's eyes, he lowered his head. Divine child doesn't want to explain, so I won't make it difficult for him. Everyone in the hall was looking at Dongfang Wudao. Mu Lingyun also started to think about it. She always felt that something was wrong. But something was wrong and I couldn't react for a while. Someone come. Dongfang Wudao spoke. The figure of the secret guard appeared behind Dongfang Wudao. Within 1 hour, I will destroy the ancient divine dynasty. Your honor, divine child. The secret guard disappeared. There was horror in the eyes of the prince of the ancient divine dynasty. Everyone in the hall stood up and looked at Dongfang Wudao with horror. Even Shen King Kaihu was stunned at this moment. By the way, let him witness the fall of the ancient divine dynasty with his own eyes. The secret guards took away the prince of the ancient divine dynasty. Dao Wanwu looked unhappy. After all, it was he who invited the prince of the ancient divine dynasty. Eastern divine child, isn't that a bit too much? Oh, really? After Dongfang Wudao finished speaking, a powerful aura directly suppressed Dao Wanwu. Puff! Dao Wanwu spat out a mouthful of blood. Crack! As the voice rang out, the fingers of the people in the hall began to tremble. Dao Wanwu is the divine sea realm, but it couldn't withstand Dongfang Wudao's momentum and knelt down. Dao Wanwu's eyes were filled with disbelief and his body began to tremble. In the forbidden area in the back mountain of Dao sect, terrifying restrictions appeared one after another. But at this moment, a figure came into their restriction. We are old friends, so don't be so angry. My divine child will not do anything out of line. Besides, those things have nothing to do with us. The Dao sect forbidden area became quiet. Everyone in the hall sat down again, including Dao Wanwu. But in the hall, you could hear a pin drop. At this moment, they sensed strong fluctuations coming from afar. The palace of Dao sect was shaking slightly. After a while, a figure appeared, holding the prince of the ancient divine dynasty in his hand. Divine child, the ancient divine dynasty has been destroyed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you are notified of future uploads. You can find the next parts in the playlist visible on the screen or on my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.